Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around the circle. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie.
Tu vois pas de truc, vous avez pas perdu la main. Est-ce que vous pouvez couper on va regarder un film sur la...
Hi, everybody.
We're live.
Good evening. Also,
Okay,
I'm
so
doing it again.
let's see who we got here. We got Charlie Nuclear. We got Triple J Jr. Yeah. We
Where's
have
Lady Buggo?
I've not seen this name before, which I can only imagine is supposed to be Samurai Dragon. We have S4. But S4 Samurai, whatever you want to be known as, let's know about yourself, or not, but either way, thanks for being here. We have Midnight Ladybug,
Oh, there she is.
and here he's
Oh,
also
Killer
panel,
Shay.
Laxarus, which sounds like, like
It's something comes out of the butt. I'm sorry.
So,
Oh,
Charlie Nuclear,
Hey, Charlie.
Killer J. We have Rumblebot, which this fucking bots is like, get the fuck, but no, they keep coming back. No, this is my own bot, right? I use a whip, I keep it lying, I make it do as I want it to do. Oh, if it could talk, the things it's seen,
Samurai said we can call
The
them.
baby flies are back. There
So,
will be poison.
Samurai,
Oh, no, I
I'm
hit
saying
my-
that right, is Ragnar, which is a nice name, Ragnar. I like that name.
Oh, that is the guy I talked about. Yes. I didn't know that he. Yeah. Okay, that's you. Okay, it's you. Yes. That's nice.
Good,
Thanks
so
for coming
I
by.
did mention Killer J, right?
Yes.
There will be big and
Okay.
tasty. There will be big and tasty, of course.
So let me start off by saying, don't forget to like and subscribe. I feel like such a fucking nag saying this bullshit, but don't forget to like and subscribe and all that and share. And we have various ways you can show appreciation if you enjoy what we do here, whether it be a super chat,
damn
whether it be a
Morgan.
Rumble rant, whether it be a membership, whether it be a Rumble wallet, whatever the fuck they're doing with that, right? Whatever the case, I also have pinned donation links if none of that other works for you. Whatever the case, there is a multitude of ways for you to show your appreciation. So if you don't, what can I say? Why the fuck not? I mean, you don't like me? Keep on watching. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my goodness.
Or is it you don't like Phoenix? I mean, come on, look at that puppy dog face. Come on, that deserves a super chat.
Yeah, I deserve
Oh,
something.
You know why Charlie has posted his digital coin. You know why Charlie's here. We all know why Charlie's here.
My chat is behind. Okay, so Killer J is a he claims that he's a sexy mofo.
Yeah, he's a cute
Hey.
marshmallow. It's fine. He's speaking tasty.
But anyway,
Okay, Killer J, you got a fan. Good.
yep.
Oh no, El Alchemy is here. Hi, big brother.
Oh yeah,
Hi.
Hey,
hey,
me.
alchemy. I believe I get more foreigners, as in non-Americans, that come and watch my shit than anything, and I
Oh
appreciate it.
no, El Alchemy is American.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
Oh, okay. I did not
I
know
have
that.
noticed. I have noticed. I seem to draw a semi-intellectual crowd, right? And I really appreciate that because I'm not the motherfucker be like, you're wrong, is what I said. I like to be like, oh, you know something? Tell what you know. We'll discuss it.
Well,
Oh,
a lot of our show is banter with the chat because the chat oftentimes they know their shit. I mean,
hmm
really, really well, and stuff that we
Mhm.
didn't even sometimes that we didn't even think about. So
yeah,
it's
we are all just humans, or you could say talking
Yeah.
meat. So of course, it is very interesting and very valuable to listen to the
So
voices of the chat.
so it sucks being broke. I wouldn't know nothing about that. I mean, look at my chat. Look at all the super chats. Look at all those donations and members. Wait, oh fuck, yeah, that's right. I'm broke too.
we're all broke.
Well,
Yeah, well, you do kind of pull in the broke crowd.
I don't care.
it's funny. Smart people are the broke ones, and that is often true. I mean,
That
it
is
it truly is.
Um,
isn't that weird how that works? Like
it's not really
oftentimes
weird.
the oftentimes the smartest people are broke. It's just
Remember
weird.
that philosopher who lived in a barrel, who said to Alexander the Great, "You standing in my sun." That was actually a smart people, but he was a bum living in a barrel. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean,
I mean, I've always been drawn to a little bit of philosophy, a lot of psychology. I believe psychology and philosophy go hand in hand, and that's
yeah.
just my take. Everybody's got their own understanding, but that's my understanding. So yeah, I've always been kind of drawn to that, but it's also kind of a dreamy state of mind if you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kind of right. I think that philosophy is the original, trying to understanding the human mind and actions and decisions, and psychology is the modern take on it, on the scientific train of thought, which is not ripe yet. It is a pseudoscience as far as it is at the moment, but both are going to the same goal, trying to understand the human mind, which is a
So,
really rich goal to have. Very, very
so
important goal.
for however many of you have not seen this show before, normally we have Elijah there on camera, but she's decided that she's too ugly for people.
oh, you small.
No. Oh no, my alley is cute.
So
She's the butt queen.
one of my slave bots has informed me that Samurai Dragon has followed. Thank you for that. Now tip my bot. It works hard, and all it gets from me is beatings.
The bots, they work very hard. If it wasn't for them, I do not know.
Okay, we have a super chat. Thank you so much, Killer J. Which he says, I'm broke and I'm a sexy fucking idiot.
I
Oh,
don't agree with the poop emojis, but else it's very
Look,
nice.
I know me saying thank you is not enough. I gotta give you a clip of like some scantily clad woman, right? So here you go.
She's cute.
Ellie likes her, and so do I.
I like the goth chick better though. I can't help it.
Yeah, yeah, goth chicks rule the world. Here's the funny thing. Did you ever ask yourself what would happen if Botrix did join the chat incorrectly? Would the world end?
That's kind of like when two people are ready to fuck, and it's like, oh no, I've joined incorrectly. Does that mean it went uh,
Ow.
sideways,
It sounds
wrong
like
orifice?
it
What's
sounds like
going on here? You know,
it
I
sounds
mean,
like wrong hole.
maybe what you're like getting with a transformer, a person in transition, and they accidentally. I mean, maybe that linked up funny. How does it enter wrong? I mean,
I don't. There is no words. I just no, no,
It reminds
no.
me of that Motley Crue song, "Lust for Life." I've had it in the ear before.
That's
well, actually,
original.
that's not a Motley Crue song. They covered it. That's
Yeah,
I think it's Iggy Pop, is it?
Yeah, Iggy
I,
Pop.
I
yeah,
actually
hip-hop.
never actually listened to Motley Crue. I
You're
just
not
know them
missing
as
much.
a reference in the Beavis and Butthead movie, Beavis and Butthead Doing America, where their parents are roadies from Motley Crue. But I never listened to the band actually. Are
Well,
they
There are a
kind
few
of
good
any
they,
ones,
good?
but
in the '80s, it was good music to party to, but it's not the kind of music that was a legendary epic feeling that stands the test of time. It was good party music for the era. I'll put it like that.
Okay, okay. I can work with that.
I don't know. Me personally, I never really cared much for Motley Crue.
Well, the thing is, when I was, I don't know, 10 to 12, I had brothers and cousins that were way older than me, and I was always hanging out with them, and we'd hit all the substances, and they'd be playing stuff like that, and I guess it kind of got ingrained into my head.
yeah,
Yeah, I was always also growing up with people who are way older than me, which was a boon and a curse at the same time. But yeah, I kind of understand where you're coming
Well,
from.
technically, I was as young as 7, hanging out with them doing the stuff, but I guess it's like more when I started taking to it more is more 10 to 12 age, I think.
Yeah, for me it was like in the age range of 8 to 10, where I started to hang out with older kids that are like I was 8 years old hanging out with 15-year-olds and shit like that.
So yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
understand.
Alchemy, Home Sweet Home is quintessential 80s.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I mean, it's what I grew up with. That's what I know. I was born in the early 80s or middle 80s, whatever, and early 90s were the time where I grew up. So I do have fond memories about this time, of course. And furthermore, when I got older, I did revisit earlier ages. I really did like movies from the 70s.
Okay,
Uh,
well, here's the thing. Motley Crue was, I think they started in the early 80s, I'm thinking, but
I think so.
they were most prominent in the middle to late 80s. But their music didn't stop then because there was the 90s and grunge come along and alt rock, but it wasn't
mm,
like party rock. So party rock, the people still out there downing gallons of whiskey and driving their Mustangs and crazy. They were still listening to ACDC and Motley Crue and stuff like that.
Yeah, I missed that part because when I was a teenager, it was already grunge. It was already listening me to Nirvana or Guan Vapes or stuff like that. Then there was Rammstein. Of course, that's what you call it, Rammstein. Actually, it's called Rammstein. But yeah, that's German
Well, yeah,
pronunciation.
okay. The Americans typically don't do the rolling rolling their tongue. I suppose other languages they do it and they do it well, but Americans didn't learn that from a young age, so they find it difficult to do.
Yeah, no, no, it's not. It's not about the R. It's for more about the Stein, which you is already pronounced how American would pronounce it, because we would say Stein, and then
Yeah.
there's Stein, and then
Okay,
there is Steen, and then there is Steen, which is it's very Jewish.
so are you trying to, just so I can make sure I'm understanding you? So you're putting a kind of a sh sound to it?
No, we call it what it is. It's our word. Stein means rock.
Yeah,
Stein.
No,
but
I'm talking about the pronunciation in particular is what I'm speaking on.
Yeah, okay, but that's the original pronunciation. That's where the word comes from. It's the OG. It's called
I'm not
Stein.
arguing. I'm not arguing.
No, no, we are not arguing at all. We are
no,
not
Lily,
arguing at
but
all.
what I was wondering, and I am too, is it for an American, would they put like a SH
Well,
T like
you
Stein like that?
you call it Steen,
Yeah.
when it's very Jewish, and you call it a Stein, when it's American, because Stein, there is an emphasis on the S with an SCH.
Okay.
That's a combination of letters you don't have. That is
We
for
Oh,
us
okay.
have we have
something that is
someone joining
normal.
us here on stage.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
nice. Oh,
there.
hi,
Hey,
Jeremiah.
hey,
Hello.
Jeremiah.
Okay.
How are
So
you
Because
being?
because we are a safe haven for the autistic, apparently. No, no, don't get me wrong.
You calling me autistic?
okay. So if I got the pronunciation right, it's Rammstein like that.
Rammstein, Rammstein.
Okay. Okay. I think I
It
got
is
it.
it's way harder, but here's this English speaking people would call it Rammstein. No,
Hmm.
no, Ram. Now I forgot how you pronounce it.
Uh,
I fuck
it's
up.
Well, a lot of
Rammstein
people a
is
lot of
how
people
we
say
would say it,
Ramstein.
but it's supposed to be sh for the s, but we don't say it.
SH8.
Y-
Well, you
See
know
it.
something I do know how to say? I know how to
yeah.
say I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and
Right.
you should not in
I
the
was
first
just
place.
Can
curious.
I? Can
You
I?
either you either like the band or not, and how you pronounce it, I don't care at all.
Yeah.
It's just I actually am able to pronounce it in the original because I speak
Right.
German, and
Yeah.
there
Right.
is a difference. But the funny thing is, while this discussion was going on, I forgot how you pronounce it in the first place, which is
Um.
really pathetic
Can
if
I?
you
Can
think
I?
about it.
But
Can
I
I
have
plug?
heard that they put
Can
it
I
in a
plug
very good
somebody?
way.
Uh, can I plug somebody? Philly from Germany. She she had is a channel on here on YouTube. Philly from Germany, and she does these shows about pronouncing the names of German words and stuff correctly and all that as
Uh,
well
uh, oh, that's
as
great.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
that's easy
Jeremiah,
to do.
Jeremiah, have you no pride? These foreigners are taking over. We got one right down here, and we got one in
No,
chat, and it's like fucking
I'm
Ray
more.
Bucks Praise
I'm
is doing
not.
it. It's just not doing it.
I'm not worried about Lilith taking over as much as I am about the people that are in different places of the United States that are.
There will be
Yeah, yeah.
shawarma. There
Which
will be
which by the
shawarma.
way, Samurai Dragon, if I'm saying that right, I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you'll stay and watch the whole show. Sometimes it's boring, sometimes we argue, sometimes it gets
Yeah.
fucking ratcheted crazy as shit. Sometimes it's a straight up comedy show. This show can go in any fucking direction. Just ask these people. Yeah, it gets
Yeah,
silly.
it just depends
The-
on which way the conversation flows. And
and
sometimes we have
and
deep, deep discussions on stuff.
and
It just
that
depends
and
on what
that's
it is.
that started 6 hours ago when noise made said it would be 6 hours later, and it was about 53 minutes to after. Uh,
Yeah, so he's like, oh, is it gonna be this time?
Those baby
very
flies
literally.
really pissed me off.
And I was rounding, right? I like to round up and down. Otherwise, I'm like, I'm gonna have to wait to this very minute to post this. No, fuck that. I'm gonna round it up.
Yeah, well, that actually is a smart choice. I mean, why not?
Yeah. I mean, he gets the point that he does round up, but I just, I just thought I'd point that out, because it's like it's funny, it's technical, you know.
So,
Yeah, I
Jeremiah,
get your. Oh,
uh,
sorry,
Jeremiah, any relation to Chuck
I wish.
Chucky.
Norris? Chuck Norris.
I know.
Oh,
A family member says we are, but it's really, you know,
Okay, so
I
when you
never thought
I
about
wouldn't
this.
trust them because
okay,
even
so
my
when your
own
mother was
grandmother.
carrying you, when your mother was
Yeah.
carrying you, he kicked her, and it took so hard it hit you, and she changed her name to Norris, and that's how that
Yeah.
story came to be, right?
Oh,
No, no,
No, no, no.
my father's a Norse, and so is his father, and it's
Well, you do realize
Oh,
I'm making a joke,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
yeah.
I
I'm
do.
trying. I'm trying to make one too. There will be Chuck Norris who has third fist under his beard, but there will be Norris who has a second brain hidden somewhere. Hmm. They
There's
they're similar.
somewhere.
He has a second brain and a third swinging between his legs.
I wasn't trying to say stuff like that.
Well, no, but it makes more sense and is more funnier than what you said.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will
But
say
I'm
I'm more.
trying just to be funny here, of course.
yeah,
I will
yeah.
say I'm more of a fan of Bruce Lee than Chuck Norris. I mean, Bruce Lee did win in the fight with Chuck Norris, so
Well, I would say so, but that doesn't make him related to me.
Here's the funny
I'm not a
thing.
Lee. I'm a Norris.
I actually did research the fight between those two, and the only thing that I could say that is actually true is that Chuck Norris was actually impressed and surprised by the fastness Bruce Lee could close the distance, and said that this is beyond the level most people have, and that this is actually very important in martial arts, being
There's nothing.
fast, closing the
There's,
distance.
there's nothing particularly special about Chuck Norris. Yeah, he was a martial artist. He's quite old now, but he was an actor and a martial artist. But it was just a
Yeah.
meme thing that hyped him up in, I don't know, 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, sometime around then, right? It was just a hype meme, and
Yeah.
but
Yeah, well, here's the truth about
He
martial
was he
arts.
was in he was a
Okay, no
sidekick,
one.
and he was in
so yeah,
in the 90s. Yeah.
from Samurai says the crazier the better. In fact, I am legally declared slightly crazy by a psychiatrist. Join the club. Fuck, I mean, damn, that's more.
Yeah, for real.
I was declared actually clinically insane 3 times. So yeah, welcome to the club. You are in good hands here. And furthermore, here's the funny thing about martial arts and fighting all together. If you watch even nice things like the MMA fights, there will be rules. There will be rules.
Well, yeah.
Real fighting does work exactly very different. You cannot attack the knees, the eyes, or the throat, or the groin whatsoever. But in a real fight, that's actually the first places where you go for. You want to
Yeah.
I do
fucking
have a
disable them, fucking killing their knee. You want to
I do have a
fucking
quick question.
what?
Lilith, you talked to what's his name, Ragnar, right?
Yes.
What any idea how old he is? Because I like to know how old people are, because it tells me their social understanding of terms or jokes or this or that, or their basic understanding.
We are actually almost the same age. I think I'm only 1 or 1.5 years older, or something like that. So he is 40 years old, I think, if I remember right. So we are definitely on the same page, which growing up and stuff like that.
I'm still the oldest here.
Yeah, of course you are. You're the puck queen.
Stinks.
Well, I mean,
It's
Okay, well,
I mean,
me
my
and
mom is still older than
age
you.
is just a
okay,
relative term, you know.
so me and Jeremiah are roughly the same age. He might be a few months older than me.
Yeah.
Uh, Phoenix is still in his 20s, his late 20s.
He's a
We we
he's a
have
baby,
we have
but he's a
Elijah
beauty.
in her 50s, and we have Lilith, and she's just fucking nuts. We don't know if she's 200. We don't fucking know.
Yeah.
oh,
That's funny. That's funny because you said
Hey,
2 and 400, and I'm gonna
welcome,
be 42 very soon.
Anime night.
welcome, anime night.
hi,
Hi,
Anna.
my shark.
Hey,
That will
anime
be my
night.
shark friend.
I like
Hi.
anime night.
Oh, he is good peoples, of course, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, between the two, Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee, I always thought Bruce Lee brought more to the table than Chuck
Oh,
Norris.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. He
Oh,
could do
yeah.
features like in the calisthenic. No, that's the
Yeah,
wrong word. He
he
was
had a
actually
heavy
able to
bag.
do stuff.
He had a self-made heavy bag that was over 800 pounds, and he could move it every time he hit it.
Well,
I read.
Furthermore, he was able to do things like doing a handstand on the thumbs and stuff like that. His body control was all over the place, and he was really fast and backing up with power. Even
Well,
he had a small body,
in in
never
my
to be
youth,
underestimated.
I trained in Jeet
Oh,
Kune Do, which is the style that
Invented,
he
yes.
borrowed from multiple styles and created his own, calling it Jeet Kune Do.
well,
Yeah,
the
he
thing is,
started with Wing Chun. He started with Wing Chun, but he thought it's too defensive, and so he borrowed some kicks from Taekwondo, and then he made Taekwondo with a mix of many martial arts, making his own. Noise
Oh
is
yeah,
actually very right. It was more like an
Wing Chun was one of the main components. Another main component was kickboxing. And I say kickboxing, not necessarily Muay Thai, but kickboxing.
yeah.
So that
There's a
those
very
two
big
things
difference.
together make up the majority of Jeet Kune Do.
Oh
well,
yeah, that's true.
to
That's true.
me, Chuck Norris was an actor,
Oh,
and
he was an actual fighter. He is one of those actors who actually can fight and
yeah,
did
but my
fight.
point is Bruce Lee brought the art of his craft to life.
Yeah,
hmm
Chuck
there
Norris
is a big difference.
is
There's a
a
big
pale
difference.
imitation of
Yeah,
that.
of
There's
course.
a,
There's
that's
no
what I mean.
comparison. The one is someone who trained martial arts and was an actor and actually can fight, and then there is a person who is an actor but invented his own martial arts. There is worlds apart. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
Yeah.
mean.
I read that after he passed away, that they found his training room. And apparently, he was also studying the human body to improve himself in more ways than just martial arts as well. Just
Yeah, that actually did kill him.
Well,
People often
was he doing
say,
dick exercises?
Oh,
it didn't
oh,
go into
he
detail,
was
but
he
like
was
the
definitely
anatomy and like I guess like some stuff to help him fight and advance the martial arts even more.
well, one thing that he was one of his flaws was he didn't believe in any kind of, to my understanding, he did not believe in any kind of Western medicine. I
Well,
think.
okay,
yeah, that's kind of
okay.
true too, but
There was
No.
in his death. In his death, there was a cover up. He was actually in, I think it was China, and he was cheating on his wife, and he was having brain hemorrhages, and he took some headache medicine that was only available there that actually made it worse, and his brain swelled up. That's what killed him. But a lot of things they said about him, I imagine, in the later years probably faded away. I'm betting he was into a
Yeah.
lot of shit that was against his philosophy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that makes sense.
maybe. I don't know
Well,
too
with
much about
anybody,
that.
there's always a legend versus the actual events, you know.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
that's history for you. That's history
Yeah.
for you. History is always being taken with a grain of salt. We all know
Right.
this. But here's the thing that I actually can, with my research, prove is that he pushed his body beyond the beliefs of a body should endure. His training regimen was self-destructive. He overdid
Yeah.
it for decades. His training regimen is legendary, and there are not many people who could keep up with it. And I think that also shortened his lifespan very much so.
Well,
Whatever happened later in his life, and that actually cost him his life, that was just a build-off bridge
Oh
to
yeah.
it.
You take, for example, a lot of people like to get their body fat down to a certain percentage, but
Yeah.
that fat is needed.
Yep.
It
Yep.
needs to be there. Not too
Yep.
much, but so much needs to be there.
Yep, there is an
Yeah.
Austrian bodybuilder who almost killed himself because his body fat got to a certain point that there was almost none. He looked healthy as fuck. You can see every vein of his body, every muscle fiber. He looked really gorgeous, but he
So
was actually not healthy. He was actually kind
you
of sick.
said Austrian, so are you talking about Arnold
No,
Schwarzenegger?
no, 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 no. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a bodybuilder on mass. That one was definition, starving
Okay.
himself of fat and
Cause
making
he
every muscle fiber seen. I think his name was Alexander or something. I don't
okay.
remember, but he almost died 2 times because
Okay,
his
so
body fat was too low, as Noy said, because you need to have body fat.
I'm gonna break up the conversation a little, and I'm gonna play this thing I found to be funny. And of course, it's based on all this Somalian fraud that's been going on here in America.
Yeah, the Leering Center. It's really it. You want
Oh
to bet?
yeah.
I'm the drinker of the house, and I'm here to tell you,
Oh, there it is.
future of Minnesota Shire. Welcome to the Quality Leering Center. So, like 6 years ago, I was just like a bartender who graduated with like honors from the Quality Leering Center, and like now, I'm a congresswoman who can like totally count all the way to 11. At Quality Leering Center, your unborn kids get to share the same insurance. Here in Minnesota, our motto is, "Why wait until your kids are born? Sign them up for an education today." Y'all finna learn everything up in here. I leave it. What I'm saying, y'all, let me quiet down, man. I got my education here at Quality Learning Center. Find invisible truth, phantom crash, ghostly nutmegs, non-existent circle time rugs, and an attendance sheet with nobody's name on it.
With no kids in the classroom, there's so much more room for activities. Look at what I can do!
We accept prenatal enrollments. It's never too early to secure your spot in this thriving educational paradise. Think of the invisible children.
Hell, most of my voters graduated from Quality Leering Center. Not a joke.
With over $4 million generated taxpayer support.
I was
Your
wondering when they
imaginary
were going to
children
show
will get the
Biden.
education they deserve.
And the best part is you can sniff the kids and you won't even get in trouble.
At Quality Learning Center.
Yeah, they will
Master
be
the art of
sniffed,
invisible
all right.
learning. No messy crash. No tantrums. No actual children. Just pure, efficient, whatever this is.
At Quality Leering Center, this is what success looks like. I've created advanced efficiency, and I'm making Minnesota great, one imaginary child at a time. No snacks, no tantrums, no problem. Quality
No
Leering Center
tampons.
is helping our community thrive by keeping things
Oh my God.
Your tax dollars are going to important causes, quiet buildings, unanswered phones, and dreams of what could be. We're building a brighter future for Somalia.
Here at Quality Learning Center, your imaginary kids won't have to worry about things like washing their heads. Because we ain't got no kids up in here.
I totally love Somalia. I just wish I was from Somalia. I want to turn Minneapolis into Somalia.
And we have a perfect safety record. No fights, no lice, no lawsuits. Hell, we don't even have crayons.
We got robbed last night. They took everything, but they didn't take the children.
When those nosy parents start asking questions, it's mostly because they're racist.
I pledge allegiance to the Somalian flag from the United States of Minnesota and to the Somalian president, wherever you stand, more daycares, under fraud, clearly visible, with bribery and corruption for all.
That's the funny thing. It
Creepy.
is funny,
That
but it is
was
true.
creepy. Oh, that was just, oh, that was creepy.
I'm hoping, and I heard that Tampon Tim actually will be prosecuted for this bullshit. That
Well,
would be a nice thing to see, because he
well, it's
should.
more likely because he's not going to continue with his endeavors of being governor. So he's quitting. So because he quit, he'll be likely to be charged with this stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is already called in for a Congress hearing, so it doesn't look good for him.
Yep.
Which I applaud, because Tampon Tim actually needs to be in jail, because he is the last voice to actually make this possible.
Yeah.
And I'm looking on it from the outside. You can
Yeah.
hate me for it, but that's how I see
Well,
it.
I'm.
I
I will
got
be looking
another one
at it
for
on
you.
the outside too because I never been to Minnesota. So, you know,
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. For I don't know, for some foreigners they might not get it. It's like,
yeah.
Well, I
yeah,
understand that states are
something's
different.
going on. Something's going on. That, I mean, you're like a world away from it still, and
Yeah.
but
I'm doing my best to understand. I really do.
but I got another one for you. Check this one out.
Oh my God, not that guy.
It's so cold here. Must be all this ice on my wrist. I am the captain now. Ayo, bitch, give me that tax money. On conduct the fair businesses. I one
Looks
day if
like
you
a
study hard
tapeworm.
enough, you can be just like me. Who cares? Send those taxes my way. I just bought another man.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Here's a funny thing. Here's a funny fact I want to share with you. If you look a tapeworm close in the face, and really capture it, it kind of looks like that guy.
Why in the world would I want to look at a tapeworm in the face?
Just so
Why?
you know that he is a parasite.
I keep thinking these Somalians. Of course, not all of them, but there are a lot of them.
All of them.
They look like rats. They look like rats with the two buck teeth and the nose shape.
Yeah, they're fucking the cousins for like what 1,400 years. They are the country on this planet, provable by science, with the lowest IQ average on this planet. So they
Well,
can fuck right off.
impossible. That's impossible because they were here in Minnesota for 3,000 years before.
Before
what?
America was even founded, which is
Yeah.
actually this year is celebrating its 250-year celebration of being in existence in the first place.
Right.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course they were 3,000 years before that. No, of course they were. I mean, I'm so
well.
stupid. I didn't notice. I don't know my numbers. I'm so stupid. I need to study more.
Okay, wait. Okay, so Samurai, he's like, this discussion in the videos are the most based I've seen all day. You haven't seen shit yet.
You haven't seen anything yet, right?
Well, that's noise pollution. We are bringing the noise as best as we can.
But yeah, the thing is, so the Somalians say they were here 2,000 years
No,
before
it's 3,000
everybody else.
years. Yeah.
Tell that to the Vikings.
Yeah,
go
really.
fuck yourself. Yeah, you're gonna shit on Leif Erikson. Of course you do.
It's like
Yeah,
the
piece
Vikings
of
land
shit.
on the North American continent, and they
Well,
see a bunch of
no,
Somalians, and
that-
they go,
that's-
"Oh,
That's not unlike what that bald black woman that played in Wicked, right? That
Oh no,
freak-
she's a goblin.
you know,
I hate
that
her. I'm scared.
fucking
Please hide me.
freak of a abomination of a creature. She was
Yeah.
talking about the Sydney Sweeney jeans commercial and be like, she was like, "Oh, I can do that better. After all, black people invented jeans." What?
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
no. Black
Um,
people did not invent jeans.
what
Blue
the
jeans
Yeah.
came
fuck
about in
did
the
she talk about?
1800s.
And why does she look like a gremlin who ate shit and that exploded and imploded in her guts? She
Well,
looks like I
you
don't
just
like her. I really don't.
the
What is
only
she?
reason she is saying any of that is because she's jealous. That's it. That's
Well,
the
the bitch
only.
needs to eat a fucking hamburger. That would be a start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eating
True.
something would really help her body, and growing some hair and don't look like a fucking gremlin would
You
even help
notice
way more.
in the last
It's
few
just
years, there's
what the
more and
fuck.
more. There's more and more bald black women, and they're like, "Oh, it's what do they say, alopecia or whatever, right? Whatever
Yeah.
the case, right?"
Oh, remember the one from the
Uh, it's not.
CCP
It's not
that was
like. It's not like all the fucking sudden black women couldn't keep hair on their head. No, that's
Yeah, really.
goddamn bullshit. You know, it's a
Holy shit.
fucking
Yeah.
trend to signal. Oh, look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
Yeah,
it's
Well,
really
really.
gross.
is alopecia is a very real thing, but it's not very common. You know, it's not just the hair on the head; it's
You know what?
hair all over the
I
body
would be
that does that.
tempted if I ran into a group of these
Yeah, for real.
bald black women. I would go by and rub their head and look at my reflection, rub the next one, and wait for the genie to pop out, and then rub the next one.
You have 3 wishes now.
Then I would stand by a couple of them and be like, "Oh, my balls itch," and I start scratching their heads.
Ah! You could use them
Okay,
for
that was a
magic
good
8
setup and
balls.
payoff.
I
That was
mean,
actually fun.
I remember being on X one time and somebody saying that black people invented the violin, and I'm like,
Yeah, sure.
Wait a minute.
whatever.
What was that?
I didn't you know Cleopatra was black?
Yeah,
The violin
She
was
was
right.
invented
she
by
was
black people,
Persian
and
and
the
part
first
something
Queen
else.
of England
Think Greek.
was also a black woman. Where do you live? Don't you know history? I mean,
Yeah, for real.
Queen of
there was the
England.
strongest
Well, okay.
samurai
All right,
ever was
listen.
Yaska, a black
If it's
man.
gonna be like that, we can all say right now publicly, we're black, we're proud. Now we can say that forbidden N word.
Yeah, for real.
Well, the thing is the
Nuclear?
Queen of England was related to oh, it's Ragnar's brother, and I can never remember his name.
It is not his real brother. The series made Rollo his brother, but Rollo was born 100 years later, and he was the one who actually go to France, make trouble there, and they gave him a land, and he made what is called now the Normandy, which is funny because in World War II, the Allied forces, the American forces, stormed the beach of Normandy, which is a part of France,
Yeah.
which was ruled by Rollo, a Viking king, which is called Norman in the first place. So get your
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
history right, fucking shows, because
We,
Rollo and Ragnar never were brothers. They were like a
Oh,
century
Yeah.
apart in
okay.
birth.
well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
But I know who you mean.
My Norse-based heritage went back to when they conquered a part of France. So I'm somewhat familiar with that.
Yeah,
Wasn't
so you
wasn't
would be a
wasn't your
descendant from Rollo's
ancestors
bloodline.
noise? Didn't they conquer the city of Let?
Well, there's debate on the pronunciation.
Well,
Uh,
really
City
conquer.
or
Here's
something?
the thing about the Vikings. They mostly raided. They didn't not conquered that much. There was conquering in the English. In Britain. For example, the city of York was actually ruled by Vikings for a long time, and they did establish permanent settlements in Britain. But they were not really conquerors. They were more of raiders most of the time. But there will be exceptions, like as I said just now, the city of York and places in England. But furthermore, there was actually a place in France where it was kind of conquered, but it wasn't conquered per se. It was given by the French people making a deal.
Okay.
That
Well,
again.
apparently we have a history teacher now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, for
I
real.
do, I do know a bit of my heritage of the Norse.
Yeah.
Well,
I need to.
well, at least Lilith is a better history teacher than Brandon Johnson.
Who the fuck is that?
I have
The
no idea.
he's the mayor of Chicago, or
Oh,
president, if you want to call
Oh,
him
the
that.
mayor of Chicago is this Mondami fucking Islam
No,
guy.
that's New York, silly.
Oh, yeah, that's New York. That's true.
well, I
So
do know that when
Brandon
the
Johnson's that black dude that runs Chicago, and he
oh
thinks
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
but
he
Chicago is a shithole too.
yeah. But I'm saying that you're a better history person than he is because he's supposed to be a history teacher in the schools, and he doesn't even know that slavery wasn't even in Chicago.
and so
You
on another
get
topic,
what I'm saying?
recently New Year's passed, and I was like, I don't give a fuck, right? It's just
Yeah,
another
Right?
I
day.
did either.
And
Just another
everybody
night, right?
and everybody looked at me like, what the fuck, like I was out of my mind. Well, apparently, this is the hood during the
New
holidays.
Year's, bro.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year's.
All that shit, nigga, for you don't see New Year, nigga. Real talk.
Bro, you good. Happy New Year's, bro.
Man, fuck New Year's. Fuck your little bitch ass.
The fuck did I do? Sir, Happy New Year's, brother.
Fuck New Year's. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about New Year's. It's just another year.
I'm just saying, man. My bad. Bro, you cool. Yeah, yup. Happy New Year's, bro.
Man, fuck New Year's.
What? All right, man. Happy New Year's, man.
Fuck New Year's, man.
Oh, my bad.
Fuck New Year.
What? You have a good one. Happy New Year's, man.
Fuck New Year's, nigga.
Oh, my bad. All right, man. You cool.
Is he a
I'm
nigger?
not,
Being called a nigger? That's what I want to know.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I
No,
mean, they
they
keep dropping the forbidden N word, but
yeah.
They're
um,
throwing it around like candy.
well the
Well,
whatever the
thing
yeah,
case
they do
is,
that.
okay,
They have a right to that
okay,
apparently
no, I'm
because
trying to talk. Okay,
I'm sorry.
I'm
what
sorry.
I'm trying to say here, that's the kind of people I grew up around. Is like,
Yeah,
everything's down to business, and why the fuck are you even talking about that? Leave me alone with that bullshit.
yeah, I
right.
mean nobody really says Happy New Year, but at the same time they wouldn't be ugly to the person saying Happy New Year either. They just
Here in
kind
Well,
this,
of,
here in this,
apparently they were, but
go on and not say
is
anything or
what can
whatever.
I say? Here in Austria, we still trying to keep being polite, and
yeah,
it is just
Well,
tradition to wish
no,
someone that.
okay,
I don't, for example, I don't celebrate New Year, but when I was going to the shop, I will still wish the personnel a Happy New Year
yeah,
because
okay.
maybe
Well,
they
here's the
celebrate
thing.
it.
No, here's the thing that I think a lot of people aren't seeing. It's not like, oh, Americans are like, no, fuck New Year's and fuck you. No, it's about the condition that you're in. It's about your
right.
financial class. If you're miserable of New Year's, fuck off. That just means more bills, more problems. Or you're gonna be
For
like, New
real.
Year, yeah, I get to see my wealthy family, and there's gonna be food and maybe gifts and celebrations. It's your financial class. That's
Yeah,
what makes the difference. And
Oh,
so when
I
you see how somebody
actually,
reacts when you go Happy New Year, it's gonna tell you a lot about them.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
yeah,
okay,
Well,
I do understand this because I don't celebrate it myself, because I hate the next year because it's gonna be worse than the last year, in my opinion. It always got worse and worse and worse over time. So I understand this notion very much so, but still, there will be some politeness about it,
Yeah.
because some people will actually looking forward to the New Year's because they're hopeful idiots or something like that.
Well,
I don't know.
New Year. I loathe
Yeah.
New Year
Yeah,
because
I hate it too.
Okay, I think it's like the video is demonstrating. Of course, they're in the ghetto. They have real hardships. There,
Right.
and it seemed to be everyone was like, "Fuck New Year, fuck you for talking about that bullshit."
Yeah.
Kind of like going, we all got real problems. Why you even going? And like I said, in some cases, in the least, seeing people's reactions is going to tell you a lot about their
The
mental
reality of things.
and their mental state comes from their living conditions or
Right.
or their financial class essentially, and not in every case, but it could very well be that.
No, I really
Yeah.
do understand what you're saying. I
I
really
hate
do.
New Year's and the 4th of July because of the fucking neighbors shooting off these gigantic fucking fireworks and it scares my
Oh yeah.
to death. I mean, she'll literally near have a heart attack every damn
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
years. And
it's
it
not
pisses
good
me
for the
off.
doggies. It's not
I
good.
I
for
mean,
the
well,
doggies.
here
I can understand that.
we're in the deep south, or not necessarily deep south, but very country south, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of people shooting guns anyway. And during times they shoot off fireworks, they're gonna shoot guns as well, and that's when they're gonna bring out their like fully automatic guns.
Wait. Will there be bullet rains? That's
Yeah.
dangerous.
I
Bullet
mean,
rains are dangerous.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be there when they go shooting.
No.
Yeah, for real.
Because I mean,
That shit is actually dangerous.
my pugs, they
Them
don't
spirit
really
bullets will come down again.
the pugs really don't mind the gunshots. It's the fireworks that they
Yeah.
can't handle. Gunshots they can give two shits about. They don't care.
Right.
Well, okay, with a dog, if they grow up with some gunfire noises, they can become not gun shy. They're used to it. You have to be careful. Too much, too close to them, whatever can make them gun shy, and from then on, the sound of it's gonna freak them the fuck out. They're gonna have a panic fit.
Yeah.
So yeah, the right amount of far enough away, they'll just become used to it.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Right.
know a very funny fact that amphibians and reptiles don't like the fireworks either? I caught my really fat alligator turtle hiding in her shell out of scare because of the sounds of fireworks outside.
Well, you
She
know
really
what?
didn't like it. The frogs panicked and the snake was hiding.
Yeah.
They didn't like it either.
That's because their hearing is a lot better than even the dogs.
Yeah.
They can feel the actual vibration too that it
Yeah,
makes.
they have a different system of catching up on it, and they are just getting confused and
Mm.
really scared. They don't
What
like
you
it
can
at all.
do with your turtle is next time some idiot starts shooting off fireworks and stuff, and she's in her shell. If you take her and put her like, I don't know how big she is. I don't know if she could fit
Oh,
in
she's really big.
or like under your shirt or something.
No, it doesn't work. Also, she's a snapping turtle. She wants to eat
Oh.
my fingers. It doesn't
Oh,
work.
okay. Well, I didn't know if she was a snapping turtle, but if you can put her where she feels warmth, like your warmth, that helps, and your heartbeat can help calm them down.
That works on tortoises and little turtles, but it would not work on an alligator snapping turtle that is 20 years old.
Hey, Phoenix, has anybody ever called you handsome?
Yeah.
He's handsome.
No, check this out.
I just found out when two people make love, it's called a twosome. And when three people make love, it's called a threesome. Now I understand why they call me handsome. And that really pisses me off.
This is actually glorious.
Oh, that's
true.
funny.
Okay. I
You
cannot help
gotta
myself.
remember that in
I will write this at my husband. I cannot help myself. He needs to know this joke. This is
Gotta
just
remember that one. That was a good one.
that is really
Yeah.
That is a real good one. You know, you'd be real smart at somebody at work or something.
I'm busy. I need to write this at my husband. He will be like, what the fuck?
I mean, while everybody's talking, sometimes I will bring up stuff to break up the conversation because people kind of get stuck in tangents and it's kind of everywhere from
Yeah.
everybody all over the place. And it's just a big wad of craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I don't mind being in a tangent.
I
I'd
am
rather
glad
be in
this
a
is over.
I'd rather be in a
This was
tangent
a
than a
really good
square.
one.
Okay, but I just need everybody to keep in mind the primary goal of here is doing a show for the people. And
Yeah.
the people like a little bit of a tangent, but not when it's a bunch of people doing it at once. That seems to never stop.
Right.
Yeah.
When you can't hear anybody when it
Well,
happens, and yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that's why I
very
said.
guilty.
That's why I said I'd rather be in a tangent than a square.
Yeah,
Because
Jeremiah,
who
that
wants to
makes
be
no
an L7?
sense. That makes no sense.
You doesn't?
Joke is
A
No,
no,
square?
this joke goes over my head.
no
A square
sense.
is a square is a person that
It's
is
lame,
no fun. Yeah. So
but the
I'd
tangent,
rather be in a tangent than a square.
yeah, I mean, okay, it kind of makes
Okay,
sense.
then I just well, I guess we'll move on because I
Yeah.
didn't.
I'm not smart enough for you, Jeremiah. I'm sorry.
But another fucking holiday that I can't stand is Valentine's. I don't like it. Look,
Oh, I hate Valentine's
It's
Day.
not a
I
real
really
holiday.
do.
It
yeah,
has
Yeah,
no
it's made
classic
up.
roots. It was created through commercialism.
Yeah, it's
I
Well,
don't
really
like
the
any
worst one.
holidays except for Halloween. There, I said it.
No, I do like Halloween and Christmas because there will be Christmas feasts and they are awesome. I
Really,
know
where are
not
these
everyone
Christmas
likes
feasts? I seem to not get invited to these feasts.
them.
yeah,
Yeah,
really.
well, it is more like a family tradition or maybe an Austrian tradition, but there will be Christmas feasts because simple as that. On the
Noise,
24th of December there will be Christmas, and you
noise. You
make
want to have a
a
little fun?
feast.
You want to have a little fun, noise? You, me, and Phoenix go to Austria around Christmas time and crash Lilith's family feast.
Or I think it would be okay, I guess. I mean, we need to
We would all be
look
dressed
for
in
more
black.
the people, but Christmas feasts are a very nice thing.
We'd all be dressed in black with the like the Grim Reaper, and Phoenix can go as Krampus. He could go as the mini Krampus. Yeah, we'd
You
crash
think
Lilith.
you can scare our family? The
No, no,
horror movie
no.
lovers.
We'll say we're your relatives from down south.
Yeah, well, they would actually welcome you.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
here's the thing: it would be
Well,
actually
you
be
may have
possible.
heard
Okay.
you may have heard of the term Southern hospitality. It's bullshit. It's
Yeah,
straight.
that is true.
Generally, it is. Yeah.
Southern.
They'll talk to you in a Southern nice tone, but really they're going, I don't know you. Fuck off. You're about to be in some deep shit.
Yeah, you are like the Japanese at this point. Here's this thing about hospitality. Some people are like that, but not to strangers. That's a myth. You are not hospitable to people you don't know and don't like.
Well, I
That's
can
doesn't work that
remember
way.
in the South. I can remember a time my grandmother, she was my great grandmother, but she actually did this. Anytime somebody would come, like work on the power lines or anything, she would take drinks out to them, like sweet tea and stuff. Like this would be in the summertime
No.
and stuff like that.
No,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, but
older
that is a
Southerners,
different situation altogether. Instant.
the older Southerners, they would do things like that for people that was doing a service for them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that used to be a thing. It's not now, but it used to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
I'm
but
curious.
here's the thing. Oh, sorry.
I'm curious what El Alchemy is referring to. You'd be visiting Brazil. Actually, didn't let's mention that.
Brazil.
I'm confused what she said. I'm so confused what he said just now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I'm thinking of Brazil, I'm thinking about naked child pussies, Brazil nuts, and and the stupid fucking app that tells you where you not get shot if you're going to be
Well, Brazil.
You've lost your mind. You've lost your goddamn mind, Charlie.
When I hear Brazil, I think kickboxing and soccer.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I thought too. Kickboxing and soccer.
isn't Brazil
that
where
didn't
the
even cross my mind.
isn't Brazil where they have that Jesus statue in South America somewhere?
Yeah, they
Or-
have the Jesus statue on the Sugar Mountain in Rio de
Yeah.
Janeiro. I mean, that's just Jeebus craps. Who cares? I mean, seriously.
I'm just saying that's what I
Okay,
think of.
listen, I don't want to speak for Lilith, but to my knowledge, she's in Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lilith is in Austria.
I
As far as I
told
know.
you this many times.
it was
You are a
out-
fat big brother thinking that I'm from Brazil. That's such a bullshit.
Yeah, really.
Just because Hitler is supposed to be crawling his ass back to Brazil and survive doesn't make me, as an Austrian, being a Brazilian. It doesn't make any
Okay, look, let's just be real about it. I mean, somehow Hitler's really fucking old and still alive and on this panel.
I don't have a beard, but
don't
I
think
am
would
an
ever go to
Austrian
Brazil.
painter.
It's too hot for me there. I
Yeah.
can't stand the heat here. I mean, how in the world would I manage in Brazil? And plus, my pugs would suffocate.
No,
so-
I hear.
Plus,
you go
you'd
to
have to
Brazil,
learn Portuguese, I think.
They're gonna mug you left and right. You're gonna.
Yeah,
you're
it's
gonna be
really
such a
the
target.
crime is really bad in Brazil.
Oh, well, no. See, this is why I don't go anywhere. This is why I
Yeah.
just stay home.
I didn't make a
That's
joke
the best
earlier.
for us,
There is
anyways. Yeah.
there's actually an app on your phone in Brazil when you are living in Rio de Janeiro that tells you where are the shootings right now, so you can avoid them on your way to work.
Well,
That is
I,
the thing.
well, I think me
on
That
and
is old. That was happening years ago.
On
I
this
think me
particular
and
stream, on this
think-
particular stream, I've been letting the words fly a little more liberally. I usually avoid words like Hitler and the forbidden N word.
right.
But since I've already let a few fly, let's watch this old Nickelodeon commercial, which I found it funny. So I can only imagine some of you will find it funny too.
Old Nickelodeon Halloween commercial.
Nick doesn't care where it is.
Nick or treat.
Nick doesn't care how old it is.
Nick or treat.
Nick doesn't care what size it is. Just make sure you answer it.
Nick or treat.
Nick knows any way you want.
I hear it.
Nick or treat.
Sit any way you want.
I hear it.
Before you answer.
Nick or treat.
Come on. Wow. Old Nickelodeon Halloween commercial.
Nick doesn't care where it is.
Nick or treat.
And then
I
it's like my
remember
boy
that.
popping up out of the leaves.
Yeah, I remember those.
That's a good one.
I just heard it. I could not hear it. In the first one, I already heard it.
Well, I think
Right, so according to El Alchemy, you told him you moved to Brazil. I mean, really, I don't care where you're at as long as you're not my neighbor.
No, I did not told you that I moved to Brazil. I told you that my husband lives in Taiwan and I will not move there and he will not move here. I never mentioned Brazil ever. The only way I mentioned Brazil is that I think it's very weird to shave your pussy that there is no hairs anymore. Making a
Oh, good
Brazilian
Lord, Lilith.
is
You
weird.
hear that, Phoenix? Don't shave your pussy.
So
Good
think about
Lord,
it.
Lilith.
Think about it.
All right,
That
so
is just weird. It looks
am
like
I gonna have
a
to play
pussy.
my pussy PSA public service announcement?
Are the young girls who want to make life with pussy. Your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamier pussy, and tight pussy perish.
That man's got issues. I don't care what nobody says.
I'm scared of
He's
him.
got issues. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. He must have got turned down or something. Something's going on. He needs some help. Seriously. I mean,
That's
he needs some
I
serious
said it
help.
before and I will say it again. People like this are the reason why
Yeah, I hear you.
FGM exists.
Okay, so it reminds me of this meme that was going around. I forget the names exactly, but let's say somebody named Michael, and they put, "Ladies, I don't like shaved pussies," and then they reply back, "Okay, Michael, don't shave your pussy then."
Okay, that's kind of funny. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, be Lilith.
No,
Okay.
I don't want to be gross. I'm coughing too much and always puking myself. Yeah, I mean, here's the funny thing. You can backlog it. The second show I was on noise pollution. I coughed so hard that I actually puked myself live on screen. Because
Yeah, we know.
that was like kind of a reminder of use
Right.
the mute button.
For a panel show, there's been such shit happen here that has never happened anywhere else. I don't know how the fuck we're still here.
I don't know how the fuck we got monetized.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck's wrong with YouTube? What they let me get this far? What? Why? How?
It doesn't matter. The crazy train is going off the tracks and nobody's driving. Well, that's not true. Big Shirley's driving.
Yeah, she's driving where the meat is.
But guess what? Guess what?
Oh, fucking do it again.
Yep. Well, for those that don't know, Big Shirley is my pug.
Oh,
Like, she
okay.
comes on the
That's
screen
Shirley.
so often. Yeah.
Oh, she is the cutest, the most beautiful pug that I ever saw.
She has gotten ill though. I mean, like tempered. Shall we say tempered?
No, I still think I seen many pugs, and pugs are my favorite doggies.
Yeah.
Big Shirley is the queen, but end of the day, you are the pug queen because you rule about them. But actually, from a pug's perspective, she would be the pug queen. You are
Oh.
just one step ahead of her.
Me and Big Shirley had words the other day.
Oh, you did have words.
Yes, we had words. We had a misunderstanding, complete misunderstanding, because she got one of my French fries. And I told her she could have a French fry if she'd be patient. And she didn't want to be patient. She got in my French fries and she got one of them. Oh, me and her had words.
Hey,
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
mean, I've been kind of noticing, unless YouTube's just hiding shit from me, that a lot of these people who, you know, I've known a lot of these streamers in this general sphere of streamers, right? But since Christmas, I've barely seen them stream. Is it just me, or does anybody else notice this?
No, they are actually still streaming. Maybe YouTube is fucking with your algorithm and don't give you the notifications which is a fact of a matter that is going on for 2 years.
Well, I don't depend on notifications. I virtually get none. I like refresh the page and check in real time, and then I'm like, I'm barely seeing people stream since Christmas, and I'm going, what the fuck's going on? Is YouTube hiding this shit from me? I don't know.
I mean, it depends who you're looking for, but Will of the Fans did his shows. I mean, Rhoda did take a
Well,
break from
I'm referring to. Okay, I'm referring to, say, like on Dan's server, all the people that join and talk, which I'm not talking about just the immediate, Dan and Roadkill. I'm talking about the extended group. There'd be a bunch of us. I've seen Killer J streaming, but there's a lot of them I haven't
Yeah,
seen streaming
taking
much
place online.
since Christmas.
Yeah,
I did see
Yeah, I
AK
haven't
Knight. I
seen
did see Killer J.
what's his name? Rhoda in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhoda did take a break for this week. He didn't feel all right. I still didn't figure out why. But he told me he canceled all his streams this week. Um, there's something going on, and he's not ready to talk
I'm
yet.
sure. I'm just saying I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, that's true. He did not make a stream all week. He just only was on Will of the Fans stream as a co-host, but he didn't do his own stuff.
Let me
I don't
just
know
say,
why.
let me just put this out there. I appreciate Will of the Fans. He's a good guy. When I visited his chat, he notices me. He's checked my show out, and most motherfuckers be like, you're low, you're low, you're nothing. I'm not gonna bother with you because it's not gonna get me anywhere. No, but Will of the Fans is a great guy.
He is, but his time zone is fucked because he is in the Philippines. He will be often be asleep or not available when we do our stream.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that the Philippines has some crazy ass weather and shit like we do.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. They do. They do have the typhoons
Well, I believe they have earthquakes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So
I was actually live online when Will's power got out because of the earthquakes, and we all were worried as fuck.
Hey
It
Phoenix,
was
you need
not
to
a
go
good
over
day.
there and get you a woman. I hear that.
It actually works. What the Americans call the passport bro bullshit. Yeah, it actually works. If you want a real woman, don't search them in the Western world, because in the Western world, the most women are fed up by feminism and shit like that. They're useless.
Okay, but here's the thing. Where the big problem comes in. Let's say you're able to go over there, stay a while, get a woman, and the moment you bring her back to America, she's gonna get fucked in the head. And
Yeah, you not never go back. Will was smart. He go there and stay there, and now he has two healthy, nice
So,
daughters, and
over
has
on
a good
the
life.
side, which is nice
Oh,
to see.
hi, Chen
There
Maxi.
as well, we have Jin T Maxi.
well, I
Wait,
thought
just let me interrupt you. Let me just put this out there. I will extend the invite out to you, Jin T Maxi, if you also want to be on the panel now or any other time.
yeah. Well, I've heard that the Filipino people are really
Saki Saki.
people.
That's how you write it. Sucky sucky.
But yeah, I've heard that the Filipino people are a fairly peaceful people because
Yeah.
most of them are Buddhists.
Yeah, well, they are also the master of the blade, so peaceful to a certain degree. There will be that.
Well, if you're not from or native to Philippines, you're not allowed to have property neither.
Oh, okay. Well, I think if I could go anywhere in the world, I would
Right.
pack up my pugs and my pot holders and I would just move to Siberia. Why? Because of the
Hey,
bears.
I just want to say, Jin T Maxi, I sent an invite via Discord to you.
Yeah. But
It
yeah,
should work.
I would go to Siberia just for the bears. and it's cold, and I like cold weather.
Why the fuck do you like bears? Are you
'Cause it's a
insane?
spirit animal.
Okay, here's a funny fact about bears that you don't know. If they don't like you and they chose to eat you, they will fucking beat you down, and then they eat your groin and your upper thighs first. You will enjoy the pain. They
Well,
will
see,
go for the nice meats, no matter if you're male
I
or
wouldn't
female.
live
They are
with
big
the
shits. They
bears.
are big shits. Bears are pieces of shit. You need to hate them, and if they're small,
No,
like a koala, you need to kick them. You need to kick the koala in the
We
fucking
most
face.
definitely have bears here where we're
Yeah.
at, most definitely. So
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
know a
I
little
mean,
about them.
I wouldn't live with the bears. I just want to see the bears from a distance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, if you see a polar bear, you're already dead.
Well,
Well,
that's
polar bears live in the far north anyway,
well,
so they
Siberia is far
yeah,
north, like
yeah.
really far north. Me and the pugs
Just
would have a
saying,
full day out there.
just saying. If you spot the polar bear, the motherfucker was hunting you for a long time, and now you're
Yeah.
dead.
This is true,
Yeah.
especially if they got babies. Like here, we have black bears.
You know, I tell you, I don't know how you fuckers do it. I'm sitting here for an extended time and in the same fucking spot. I gotta stretch. I gotta move around. I start getting stiff naked. You know.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
that all the
yeah.
time. I mean, I'm
Yep.
off camera, but I change my sitting positions, of course, all the time. Else, I would get stiff and have back pains
So
or
I'd
shoulder pain,
imagine.
stuff
I
like that.
usually like being on my bed.
I would imagine some viewers are like, "Fuck, is he on? What was he taking? He's getting jiggy with it."
Got key
And
with
so,
it.
yeah, I'm sitting up and sit down, move all around on stream. So, yeah, I can't
Yeah.
just be sitting down for hours like that.
I mean, I'm a lazy bitch. I'm sitting on my fucking ass all day. So I need to change my positions to kind of save my bones. If I would sit in the same position all the time, I would have back pains, shoulder pains, butt
Yeah.
pains. I mean, I'm using actually two cushions, butt cushions on my chair, so my butt doesn't hurt from sitting all day. Okay.
You need one of those.
Okay, well,
hemorrhoid
okay. Here's the real
ones.
question: has it made your ass spread out?
Oh
No,
God!
it did not. That's just
Oh, God,
gross.
help me! Oh Lord!
So that means that can only mean when you're sitting there for so long and your ass is not spread out, that it is clenched very tightly.
My ass is my ass. Leave my ass alone.
What the
It's
hell
just
is this?
it's just the truth. If you're sitting all day on a normal chair, it actually would hurt
I
your
mean,
butt.
I mean, we all know what it really is. You know, you got that cushion between the seat and your ass, sitting on your balls, right?
Oh,
No.
that's wrong.
No,
But-
you know I'm joking. You know I'm joking.
Well,
Here's the funny thing.
that
Both of my pillows are
question,
actually
though.
kind of cool because one looks like a real life pizza and the other one is Homer Simpson's donut.
okay, but what? That make I don't even want to know. I just no.
I'm sitting in food.
Well, you know, trans people like drag queens and stuff, they all the time go on about tucking it.
Yeah.
When they sit down, I would imagine that shit would hurt like hell.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of them that are
Depending
on.
on how you do it.
They're on medication that will shrink their testes.
Hey.
Hi,
Oh,
Jen.
welcome to the stream.
Nice
Jen T.
nice to meet you on stream for the first time.
Hello, Mac. Hello, Jen.
I'm always a little bit worried that my stuff is not working. I blame getting used to Rumble because their hangout's different. You go to join and you have to reset everything.
Oh,
Do you have to
Yeah,
reset
yeah.
everything?
The Rumble Studio is it iffy. It's not the greatest.
Yeah, you'll go to enter it and they're like, "Do you want to add your camera and your mic?" You're like, "Sure, okay." You know, you set that up, and then you get in, and then you have to reset it all up again. And you're like, "Okay."
I would forget to do it. I would forget to do it all the time. I would. I would be throwing my computer through the wall or something because I would keep forgetting about it.
So what Samurai Dragon says, yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, yeah, the worst with those people is when they are allowed to perform weird shit in front of school kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's-
that was the no-go move, where they pushed too far.
Yeah, that's why I stopped wanting to be a trans person. You know, it's like, God.
It reminds me of something South Park called out. Like, I don't watch Current Day because Current Day ran
Yeah,
off the
it's
cliff
shit.
with their
It's shit.
TDS hate. But the
Oh,
old one
yeah.
had an episode where the kids are going to the school gym for a presentation, and it's the anti-smoking guys. And you know, and I had like thoughts about that. Like, you know, I remember those, and yeah, they were always kind of fucking weird. I get the
Yeah.
message. You know, I had that with my parents. Yeah, the teacher said it too. Don't smoke. Yeah. You know what? I still smoke. None of that works.
I smoked since I'm fucking
Well,
8 years old.
even them putting the Surgeon General thing on there was like, what the? Who cares, right?
If I
You know?
had my way, I would ban any pride events, anything, especially for this group or that group. You know, I wouldn't have a Black History Month or a college just for Black people, because that is not equality. That is not making us equal. When anytime
Right.
somebody first, you know, but okay, but say, you want to represent your Native American heritage, get together with them, or maybe you're gay, get together with the gay people, but don't advertise it. Don't make a parade out of
Yeah.
it. Just do it. You know, that is not publicly doing it.
That's what
Right.
they used to be. It used to be
Yeah.
gay people just setting off a block, you know, because they're renting a block so they can have a party, and it was just a celebration of themselves. And at no
That's
point did
fine,
they invite.
yeah.
At no point did they
There's
invite
no issue
children,
with
and
it.
it wasn't like even gay people don't go to these events anymore because it's
Yeah.
a bordello. It's gross.
Yeah.
It's
That's
taking
so
your
true.
bed and putting it outside. Nobody asked.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I
Exactly.
can remember those anti-smoking events in school where they'd gather you all up in the gym, and me and my friends would be a
I
real
was
smart ass
flipping them
right
off.
up in the back of the gym.
Well, where I'm from, they actually didn't have those. And I mean, if they did, I wouldn't know. I'd be off smoking.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, really.
So it brings me
I
back this one
actually
time.
did catch one of those, and I just
Okay.
flipped them off. But
There was this
yeah,
time-
you're right. Most of the time, we would be out smoking.
There was this time that a bomb threat was called in, which I'm not gonna
Right.
say who did it. I'm not gonna say who called it in.
I
I'm
know.
not gonna
I
say
think
that.
I know
But
who had a hand in that mess.
me and a friend, we took that opportunity to run off and smoke. I think it was just tobacco, but whatever the case, they were crawling the area for any children, right? You know, trying to make sure they had everybody. So we were stuck in this little brick room, and we climbed up in the fucking ceiling of it, holding on like Spider-Man to the sides, while the teacher walked under us, searching and searching.
Oh, you're such a
kept the cigarette burning, right?
okay. But I want to know how you kept the cigarette burning if you was up on the ceiling like Spider-Man.
Okay,
Yeah,
let me
for real.
show you something. Let me show you.
Oh, here's the funny thing about cigarettes.
Yes,
They
right.
not go out
Yeah.
on their own.
Okay.
They will burn
that
themselves
much.
to death. It really is. It's just
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, man.
I mean, keeping the smoke from. I now I get it. Yeah, very well done. Very well. Yeah. I get it now. Okay, I was stupid.
I can't
was
do
getting-
that.
Yeah,
I
I can't.
do that.
I can't see that.
I can't even put out a cigarette on my tongue without being hurt. It is possible.
I'm saying this one in front of my brother, but somehow I don't know how our school guys did it at all because we were surrounded by like 4 parks. So if the kids wanted to go have a smoke, yeah, they had a door. You know, the teachers knew because some of the students were held back a year, so technically they were 18. It's 18 in Alberta. But like you would really have to hunt us down because like yeah, people were hiding in the parks.
Yeah. Well, I remember before school every day, there was a place where all the kids gathered to smoke, and that's where you done your business dealings every day. Every morning, everybody would
Well,
get
yeah.
together and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. When I was in school, right now, I think this was like I was probably a preteen, right? But there'd be where the teenagers would gather out back, and they'd park there, right? And then they'd bring in bags of pills, and it'd be a random assortment. Yes, this was retarded. Nobody should do this, but there would be kids just get the scoop of assorted pills and just down on them, and then getting in class, like an hour later, and freaking the fuck out when it's kicking in.
Yeah, and everybody knew back then, and you would get together and go and do the swap. Like, okay, you got this. Well, I got this. Well, we'll trade and we'll put it together, and all the manner of stupidity.
So what
Charlie,
Charlie
you
Nuclear
said
says,
something.
he says they closed down the high school smoke lounge when I got there. I had went to a school in Mississippi where they actually had a smoking room for the students. Yes, this was the early 80s. But they burned it down, and then they didn't put another one back up.
You want to know something very interesting about Austria? When I was a kid, when I was young, there was smoking in the hospitals like it's nothing.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
I
that.
Yeah.
We did too.
Yeah.
No
we
one
did
did
too in
it.
the U.S. Yeah.
It's one
Well,
of
let
those
me
things- oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, let me preface, however you want to pronounce it, with smoking is bad. I highly advise against it. You don't want that fucking angry monkey on your back ever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
It's-
true.
It's why
I
they
actually
couldn't-
only addicted to tobacco. That's the only thing I'm actually addicted to. That. And sorry, Chen. Go
Oh
ahead.
no, you're good. You're good. I'm just saying it's why they really couldn't get rid of the smokers at the hospitals. At best, they could only really move them to such a way where they're not in front of the hospital because obviously they don't want to promote it. But the thing is some people are ill in such a way where just quitting would make them worse.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like that. And then there's some things where like this person is dying. They're dying. Let them have a fucking smoke.
Well, I remember my mother, I was 14, somewhere around in there, and she contracted, it was back when spinal meningitis was a new thing. They did not know what it was. And people were getting it left and right. Well, my mother had caught it, and they made her stay in the hospital for like a month. And we would sneak her cigarettes in her room because they didn't know what it was. They were throwing every kind of antibiotic they had at it, and she wasn't getting any better. So she said, bring me my smokes. These patches aren't doing any good. All they're doing is making me want a cigarette more. So we snuck them in there for her in the hospital.
It's the psychology of it. It's like, yes, I understand that smoking is bad for you. Yes, I've seen what they do when they do autopsies. You can't deny what the autopsies tell you. But at the same time, though, people die.
Yeah.
I recently, in the last few years, had an aunt die. I had a lot of family members die since 2020, an insane amount. But anyway, I had an aunt die with terminal cancer. And like a couple months before she died, they cut all of her pain meds off, all of them.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, and then once they did, that's when the suffering started the hardest. And I was there when she died.
That just sound nasty, if I'm being honest. I mean, why would you fucking take away her pain meds? What the fuck?
I'm the one that had to tell. I'm the one I had to tell her husband, which was my uncle, right? He knew the time was coming, so he couldn't handle it, and he made an excuse to go down the road and back. He came back, and I was the one to tell him she's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is
Well, no, here's the thing. That was his third wife he lost.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
And I was there.
That's nasty.
The last two, I was there when they died.
Yeah, we were there. And the thing about her is before she passed away, she got this sudden strength, and she was up cooking because That's what they said she did. She got up and cooked a little something, and then she went and laid down, and that was it. But she passed away, and she suffered a lot because the motherfuckers cut her
Yeah,
medicine.
because her fucking painkillers. I mean,
Yeah.
how would you do
It's
that to
it's
someone in that condition? That is just unethical, in my opinion.
that's like number 3 because they did that to my grandmother. So like a year and a half ago she passed, and she was going like she didn't have her memories at all. She didn't know where he was. They knew that she was going. She has said verbally to her daughters over and over again, don't let them make me linger in a comatose state where I can't do anything, where my living standards are so low I'm not a human being anymore. Because they didn't do that in front of a lawyer, Canada was like, hey, we're going to make your grandmother suffer. And so for the last week of her life, they pulled the meds from her, but they kept her on dialysis.
Oh,
What
ow.
the fuck?
You know,
Oh,
so she
God.
was still
That's
alive.
BS.
You know, and
That's
it's just
total BS.
and it's just
That's
like
so nasty.
and my parents were like, you know, she knew she was going to go. She was happy to go in peace, you know, and that's when you pull that stuff so that she can go in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're so gun happy up here with this maid shit. You know, it's basically if I were to be like, hey, I'm depressed from being broke, that's what their advice would be. Well, how broke are you? Or how is that handling it for you?
Yeah.
As if the solution isn't, you know, getting a job, which is what I'm trying to do. Like,
Right.
Well, you know,
So-
when that kind of stuff happens, I don't, and they go looking for some kind of relief and some kind of drug or something. Let them have it, you know.
So,
Right.
speaking of the
That's
medical
what you
industry,
do.
speaking of the medical industry, I want to play this little clip, and this is a nurse talking about her experience in the ER.
All right, so definitely to rule out your pneumonia, we're going to need a chest x-ray. But prior to that, because it's radiation, we're going to need a pregnancy test. Oh, you're trans? Okay, let me just check the chart. Yes, yeah, I do see you're trans. Sorry about that. It's right here. Let me just call x-ray. Yes, hi, x-ray. Patient XYZ. Yes, I see that you ordered a pregnancy test before their chest x-ray, but this patient is actually trans. Yep. Yeah, I know the current sex says female, but if you look directly below that, it says that their birth sex was male. You can see that. Okay.
Okay.
So what's the question? You still absolutely need the pregnancy test.
let them do
Okay.
it.
So I'm just gonna run this by you real quick. You want my patient, who is a trans girl, to go to the bathroom, to whip out their male parts that they still have, to pee in a cup, to see if they're pregnant with the uterus that they don't currently or have ever had.
Yep.
Yes, that is correct. Okay. Oh, there's a refusal form. Great. It needs to be signed by 3 doctors and the patient. We don't have 3 doctors on right now. Oh, okay. Well, can you bring the form up and I'll see what I can do? No, I have to come get the form. Okay. What's that? You said you'll just pee in the cup. Okay. All right, great. Thanks. Sorry, I know this is kind of a pain. What's that? You need the sample to be blood. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Fair enough. I know
here's
some
the
people
thing-
are really upset with the
here's
needles,
thing,
but fair
this
enough.
shit is not funny. That
The thing is they should not. Whoever told them that they had to have the pregnancy test should not be in the medical profession at all.
To be fair, maybe making them do it will convince them to not put that shit down on their medical forms in the first place.
Right.
Not really. It's just a waste of time and resources in the first place.
Maybe
People
maybe
just
someday in the future they might do
reality.
that, but right now I don't.
Well, at least
We
until
all
we
need
get
to
sued for the
accept
medical
reality.
errors, you know.
So,
We don't want
welcome, whatever that name is, Shefaroth.
Yeah.
I would say Sheffield. Yes. Hi, welcome here. Um, New people, always nice. Oh, damn, he's a member already. Damn.
Yeah.
That yeah, those memberships. That was probably from the last show where Rhoda had gifted 5 memberships, and once again, thank you to Rhoda.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good.
Well, what I want to
I love
say
my
about you talking about smoking and everything, it's like anything else that you like. I eat fried chicken. I drink sodas, and I know both of those aren't as healthy as they should be. You know, but I still do it.
Yeah, of course you do. Here's the
Yeah.
funny thing. No matter what you do, you will die anyway.
Right. That's
So
the that's.
why would you?
So
Um,
But
change
I
your
know
life?
what's healthy for me. But the
I just
fact
wanted to
is,
point out real quick that
it tastes
Rhoda
good.
was meant to be here today, but he's got something else going on, something come up. So, but normally he's here, and he'll most likely be here
Yeah.
Thursday. We do the shows Mondays and Thursdays. He'll
Yeah.
most likely be here Thursday.
Yeah, Rhoda is one of the best friends I met online in the last 3 years. He's
Yeah.
very good people. Um,
Very
yeah,
he's very chill.
yeah.
Like
Hi,
I
hi, hi.
appreciate that he lets me tell him my British jokes, and then he just kind of
Of
rolls his
course he
eyes.
does. He's a
So
Brit. He's
okay,
like the real original Brit.
Chef Roth, where do you know? I'm just curious. Where do you know Rhoda and Lilith from?
Now we need to wait for the answer.
Go ahead, talk. You'll
I
answer.
will use the time saying again that people will die anyway.
Right.
So smoking yourself to death, drinking yourself to death, eating yourself to death, or just choices like that are actually most people don't think about this intentionally. Because if you have something to live for, you don't do that shit.
Right.
Well, there are cases where it is a mental illness or a particular
Right.
weakness of a person that they have such a hard time fighting against. They truly don't want it. There are cases as such.
Of course, there will always be exceptions of the rule, but most of the time, there will be people who are diagnosed with lung cancer and then they are dying, but they will not stop smoking.
For me, with the trans comment, it's not that I want people to malpractice on trans people. It's just that a lot of that community has been kidnapped by fakers.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
F is spaghetti.
And I'm just kind of like, if you're that dumb of a person that you're gonna take it that far, you're kind of deserving of it. And I know that's harsh. It
Yeah.
is.
No, it's
but-
reality. It's reality. It's reality
Well,
because
sometimes you have to be harsh because tough love works for a lot of things.
it's also I do know people who are trans, and I say that because they consider it to be a diagnosis, like it's a mental health issue.
it is gender dysphoria.
Like a lot of them are dealing with it because of child trauma too. And it's like, I don't think inflicting child trauma onto kids so that they can become trans is a good idea.
There
No,
are
it is not.
a lot of cases where it's dysphoria, but there's also cases where they become trans because of essentially a certain kink, because they are they get turned on by the thought of themselves as the other gender, and therefore they're
Right.
drawn to
The
become
AGI.
But as a kid, it's not. It's too much. It's not. It's not something that you should be avoiding the parent about. Because the parents have final say,
I
and
also
they.
I also
Good,
think
but don't have any more. Or
Well, no,
furthermore,
I'm saying that's how it's supposed to be, anyways.
And
'Cause-
I would
it
probably go
should.
so far as to say that there are narcissists who do it because they see the females getting attention and they see the females taking the easy road, and it's like, oh, they're female, it's okay, they can do it, there's no consequences, no repercussions, and oh, look at the heaps of attention, and they show a little cleavage, and they're like, I want to do that, I want to be that, I want to get all this attention.
There is some truth to that.
I also think some of it is the hard left, and And I would
Yeah.
include some of the
Definitely.
weirdos on the right because some of them are transing kids that might just be gay. And I'm like, I'm sorry, we all grew up in well, I did. I grew up in the 80s and in the 90s.
Well,
And
me too.
we were
Yeah,
growing up with gay people, and it was like, yeah, okay, you're gay. Like the only kids I knew who really got picked on for being gay were obnoxious about it. Like they were that guy in the class who's like, hey Susie, I have a crush on you, and is then surprised that the rest of the class starts to pick on him a little bit.
Yeah.
It was never like hard felt. Like I never knew of a kid who got beat up for being gay ever.
I
Yeah.
actually didn't
I
either.
have.
No,
But
I
we're
actually
a
did
much
not.
smaller community than you guys too. Like I have
And the funny thing is, what I noticed is that when I was a kid, kids were being beat up for being Austrian in an Austrian country. That is very funny if you think about it.
It is, but
Well, okay. Speaking for me and Elijah, we grew up in the very country south. But I don't know, she was in what, Huntsville? But whatever the case. Whatever, I was in more of a country area, but whatever the case, here in the south, a lot of things were 30 to 50 years behind, and yeah, gays got beat all the fucking time.
Oh yeah.
I do acknowledge that's a thing. Like Canada and the US, we are different in that regard. And I think some of it's
Right.
just due to size. Like we're so spread out when you're, especially Western Canada in comparison to Ontario. Ontario's where the people are. That might be the closest thing to a proper state if you were to go with population. But like there's 5 million people in my province, and that's like maybe 1 million in my city. So if you do size comparison, we fit in Colorado's closet, let alone California's closet.
Actually,
Yeah.
Vienna has 7 million people in it, and it is a very small
Yeah.
capital in the European space.
It's
So
not to
yeah,
say it doesn't happen. It does. It's just it's so much more rare when you're talking numbers like that.
Right.
yeah.
But-
Actually, it
but-
is. Actually, it is. And that's the thing about all of the alphabetic spaghetti bullshit in the first place. Some people will have actual gender dysphoria, and they actually would have a better life if they change the gender, which often is linked to sexual abuse in the first place.
Right.
There will be it is, and no one can ever change my mind. It is a mental issue.
My own take, right? My own take. You don't have to change your gender. You can be a very feminine male. I don't see any problem with that. You be as you feel, but you don't have to go, oh, but I'm not this other gender. No, the fuck you're not. Even if you chop your dick off, you're still not the other gender. Now that is a sickness.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, and which I was.
And then
Sorry,
you get
go ahead.
people that don't feel one way or the other. They just feel human. They don't feel male or female in that respect. They just feel like a person. They don't really lean into one gender or the other. They don't really give it a second thought. They are what they are, and they just go on about their business.
I mean, here's a funny thing that everyone here needs to talk about and recognize. End of the day, we feel human even if we do have different genders, and there will be situations where the gender matters, but most of the day we will just feel human, and that's the difference between people who are genuine and people who are just fucking fake. And that's what is pushed on children. Children, impressionable children. I mean, remember your fucking days of fucking teenage years where you were unsure, where you were insecure about growing boobs in the first place. And furthermore, I will claim that the fucking motherfuckers made so many girls cut off their boobs and being proud of the top stars. It really pisses
Lilith,
me off.
They
I
started.
want to give Genty a chance to talk.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
pretty
I'm
much
sorry.
adding to it. Like I'm not even meaning to add to your fuel, but like the reason I'm so high strung on it is because from any angle, there's tons of adults who can look back at their childhood and be like, okay, well, yeah, some people turn out to be gay, but that doesn't mean you didn't have other interests as a human being. But I
Right.
was the tomboy. I liked
Tom.
trees,
Yeah.
and I liked
I love
following my
that
dad
mistake you
around.
just made.
Oh, I do it all the time. I do it all the time. But like, I used to hang out with my dad just as much as my
Yeah.
mom because he was into hunting. Now, I didn't want to hunt animals. I just liked shooting at targets. So, like, if I wanted to be into
Mm.
archery, who do I follow? My dad. You know, if I wanted
Right.
to learn more about cooking, well, I follow my mom. You know,
Right.
so having both
Makes
interests, you
sense
know,
to me.
if I were to go to school and be like, hey, I have an interest in the archery club, well, are you a man? No,
Oh,
no,
Yeah, really.
that's not even the most manly of sports. Like, I mean, it
Right.
is, but women
Well,
are, you know, capable of that.
the
I
thing
mean,
is,
I don't associate archery with maleness. No, I
no, I
don't.
mean,
no,
it's
no.
I mean,
It's just
historically
skills we
speaking, you
had.
think about it. You think about it. Historically speaking, Joan of Arc was tomboyish in that sense too, because she was in the military, type
Joan
of
of
thing.
Arc was batshit crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
But
insane.
you get what I'm saying
She
is
was
that
uh,
women have done things in that kind of capacity as
Yeah,
well.
it
And
it's not a far stretch for a woman
yeah,
to go from sewing to helping a man build his nets for his fishing. You know,
right.
because you're knitting.
Yeah.
Does that mean she's capable of doing everything he does? No, she's not hauling the
No,
nets in with all the fish. Fuck that noise. He can do that.
yeah, for real.
Well, if
I mean
you
that with kindness.
Well,
if you're a Gen X or older, then you will remember your grandparents and great grandparents, and it was grunt work for everybody. I mean, nobody was
yeah.
spared.
yeah,
The men and women did whatever job that was needed.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I can
yeah.
remember helping with the hunting and all that stuff. And the thing that I remember the most is when they would haul the deer up. You know what I'm talking about, noise. And they would skin it and cut the meat off of the
Yeah,
carcass and stuff. And you
you,
get the meat in your hands and you go take it to
yeah,
the
you gotta
freezer.
know
Oh,
you gotta
God.
know certain areas to cut to get it off cleanly, and you cannot nick
Oh
the
yeah.
organs or you ruin the meat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And,
And it'll
and the
stink
and
like
the
everything.
and the meat would be sweet and tender. And
Mm.
oh Lord have mercy.
Man,
Oh,
yeah, and then
we did have,
your
we
kid
had,
meat,
did have
it's all
Bambi at the
sticky.
Christmas
Yeah.
feast.
Right? The meat's all sticky, and at first you're like, ew, then you're like, your mouth starts watering. He's like,
I
what?
know.
Well,
Oh yeah.
it's not too different from your first fishing trip, you know? Like if I remember learning how to gut a fish from my dad. Would I want to
Yeah,
continue doing that?
I
No, there's a reason I
figured
don't
out
work in the fish
myself.
department.
Right.
It smells bad, but I know how.
Yeah.
Well, I can't
Here's the
smell,
funny
so
thing.
that wouldn't matter to me. But
You
Here's
got to
the
get
funny
them
thing.
worms out of the fish.
Plucking the feathers out of the ducks and the chickens, it's women's work.
Mhm.
And slaughtering the chickens also is women's work.
Mhm.
You slaughter them, you pluck them, you prepare them, you gut them. And the same is with the fishes. I mean, at least in my generation, it was normal to learn this stuff.
Well,
yeah.
How to pluck a chicken, how to pluck a duck, how to prepare it, how to make the meals, and the hunting part. I was also part of it. Um, why not? Why would I be not able to shoot a duck to death and then pluck it and prepare it for fucking feasts? Um, I don't
Well,
understand.
generally with duck, you don't shoot them.
I did shoot
depends
them.
on it depends on if you're out in the wild and it's the only way you're gonna catch them. Yeah, but
Oh no,
if
I shoot them with a bow and arrow and with
okay,
slingshots.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
say
The first duck I killed was with a slingshot with a
but
stone.
if you have your own or they're contained, you just chop their heads off.
yeah. I
Yeah.
remember one time in particular, my dad, he was sitting on the porch and the dog went running after a rabbit in the field and he saw the dog run after the rabbit and
Rabbit tastes like ass.
he told the dog get the rabbit and the dog went and got the rabbit and brought it and the dog was going to eat it, so my dad got up and he went and took the rabbit away from the dog and gave the dog some beer, and the dog was happy and we were happy because we got Sunday dinner.
I mean, you can make a good stew out of rabbit, but else the meat is kind of tasting really gamey. I don't know.
You need to add some fat to it because
Yeah, you
rabbits
gotta
don't
add
have a
fat
lot
in
of.
rabbit.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of their own fat.
I
You
mean,
take the rabbit and
here's
you
the
make some
thing.
brown
Is
gravy
that
and
why? Is
potatoes
that
and
why?
carrots and onions, and oh my goodness, you got something then.
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
why
that
we
would be
have
nice to
lard
use.
in the
Mhm.
South? You know, because we need
Oh,
lard
lard
to.
is the best
Yeah.
fat to cook your shit.
Well,
The pig
Yeah.
lard is the best of all the lard. It is really valuable. I mean, you can use beef lard too, but yeah, it is the best one. The second best choice would be butter, made from cow's milk.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't like butter, but
yeah, some people don't, and it is hard to handle because it can get
No,
really brown and burnt if you have too much heat. Um, but I would always decline is the vegetable oils. They
oh
are
yeah.
kind of
uh,
cancerous.
all
They
this,
are not
all this
healthy.
talk, all this talk about, you know, duck and rabbit. I kind of grew up in a farm-like environment, and
Yeah.
I know Phoenix has to a lesser extent, but when I was young, there was way the fuck more. But anyway,
Yeah.
it just made me remember, how you were taught to kill a lot of them. You just whip
Yeah.
them. You grab them by the neck or head, just whip them.
Yeah, that's how my grandmother would do it.
My-
She'd reach down and grab a duck or a chicken or something.
Yeah, the word would be humane. Kill them fast and painless as much as you
Yeah.
can.
My dad had a way of shooting a pheasant where when he shot them correctly, he could strip them from the shot. And it was a particular headshot. He said it was difficult to do, so he didn't always it's an instant kill if you hit them in the head.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
It's also an instant kill
Makes
if you hit them
sense.
in the neck.
yeah. But like he just said, like there was a way to do it where if you hit them in the head, you strip them of the wings because there's not a lot of fat on the wings in the first place. Like pheasants don't
Right.
have a lot of fat. Like most wild birds don't have a lot of fat. But yeah, he would just
Mm.
strip them like that, and it would just take all the feathers off.
Well, there is a difference. Ducks actually do
Uh,
have a good layer of fat. They actually do.
The other one, and this is only funny because I'm from Canada. If you go to shoot, like you got a tag for a Canadian goose. It does happen. We do get them.
Oh, goose. Oh, goose
don't-
is really tasty.
Don't aim for the guy in the front. We did that one year. We were happy to catch the bird, but the one in the front is usually the bird that's flown back and forth more than a few times. So he's really, really tough. You want to hit one of the birds in the back because they're usually, maybe a year or two old, so they're nice and young and fat.
Mm.
My mom didn't know how to cook a wild bird, so she didn't know to add extra fat to it. It was so dry.
Yeah, I mean, cooking is another science.
Unless I'm mistaken, I think here in America it's illegal to kill pheasants.
Yeah, you can't hunt wild pheasant in America.
We can hunt anything here in Austria. All the kills I made at the rabbits, at the duckies, they were all illegal. Even the fish.
Here, unless you own your own land to hunt on,
You're fucked. Yes.
Anywhere.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same in Austria.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to even have your own fishes, even if you don't make a license, which you pay many monies for, more monies that you can ever spend on making the fishy worth. It's bullshit. So I was always illegally hunting, and
It's also illegal
come
to
on,
hunt at night.
come on, fucking arrest me for it. I did this when I was a teen.
Oh, you're
It's
talking
one
about
of those
spot
things
hunting.
where I kind of understand that. Yet again, you're talking about population and numbers. So if you talk Canadians as a population, like I said, my province is 5 million people. Maybe 5% of that does the hunting thing. So
Yeah.
like once a year, one tag for a pheasant isn't that you pay for that. Like they're not cheap, but because we pay for that, it's supposed to go to our fish and wildlife. They're supposed to put more effort into it. That's why a lot of us are pissed off is we're paying a lot
That
of
money
taxes.
never really goes to what they say it goes.
You
to.
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Canada is really fucked, to be honest, politically and
What
from the
I
rules.
What
It
I
is.
didn't like about what Canada did was the truckers, because my dad
I'll
was a
be right
trucker.
back. I'm sorry. I need a
Okay,
break.
so
I'll be right back.
I always mention I'm in the country South. A lot of
Right.
people think Alabama and they're imagine everybody in overalls and banjos. It is absolutely not the case.
Nope.
There's cities here that you wouldn't hardly know the difference if you were in New York or in Alabama, because you're in the city. But
Yeah.
there are also country areas which are radically different. So I'm in the country area. I've been to all these cities and such, but a lot of people that can't quite comprehend, they think, oh, we're all in banjo, and overalls. Well, they're
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
ignorance, right? But
Yeah, for real.
that's why I make the distinction, country South, like that.
That's why I had to bring up Colorado, because I was naive about how much you guys had grown. I think it's because when I was a child, we would have maybe little short trips to the US. I don't doubt some of those were to more of the southern, like the northern side. But I used to think that Colorado was much smaller. And then he showed me a map of how big the city is, and it would take 5 of my cities to make one of theirs.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
comprehend your maps at all anymore until I go and see what you're talking about. I just assume that it's like that you're just that diverse.
Yeah.
I mean, for
Because
example, the
Wait, yeah,
speech
you
pattern.
can go every 100 miles you go, you're gonna be in a radically different environment by radically different people.
Yeah,
Oh
that's true.
yeah.
I mean, you could go like from where I am, you could go 50 miles out, and the people's inflections would be different, their language patterns would be different,
Mhm.
pronunciations, everything would be different. So that's really easy to
Well,
do.
yeah, if you're used to it, if you're used to hearing and experience it all, you go 10 miles to the next little town, you will hear the difference. That every little bit of distance here is
Yeah.
like
That's
culture shifts.
that's why I didn't want to just travel to the US. Like, yes, there's places that are famous, like the Grand Canyon. Obviously, it's famous.
Right.
Sure, I'd still do
I'm
that.
back.
But I think it's better if you actually know people in the US, because most of the places that they pitch to
Trying
us,
to do so.
well, a lot of the places that they pitch to us aren't what they used to be.
Right.
One. Two, you don't get the experience of actually understanding what you guys are like. So it's not as fun.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, I will say, don't look to this top row here, me, Phoenix, and Elijah, for how Americans are, because we don't fit in. We're not like those fuckers.
no,
Right.
that is very
Well, I mean, you can't add me because I'm not exactly an American Southerner like you would think neither, because I can understand anybody from any dialect of the country here. I just you know what I'm saying. I articulate
I
different.
enjoy meeting unique Americans. Like my buddy from Colorado. I've had to repress his story for like a week. So he used to be from Vietnam. Your
Oh, okay.
Marines saved him from Somali pirates because they were trying to kidnap
Oh
his sister.
no, not the Somalians. They are so smart. They are so gorgeous. We need to invite
Yeah,
them.
they also
BS.
used
BS,
to
Lilith. BS, Lilith.
they also used to practice slavery and still kind of do. And so they were trying to kidnap his sisters when your Marines stopped them in the middle of it and brought
Right.
I need to say this. Until 5 years ago, rape was legal in Somalia.
Yeah. So you guys saved his family. You saved his
Yeah.
sisters. He can't remember his life in Vietnam, to be quite frank, because he remembers most of his time in the U.S. But he remembers that event on the boat. And so the last week of Somali this and Somali that, I'm like, do these people know that they're fucking pirates, or that they're willing to practice slavery, or that they're willing to practice slavery on other brown people? No.
Well,
And do they care? No.
most of the people on the left are the ones that are okay with them because they're the ones allowing them to have this situation, and it's like we don't we don't want to do break our laws and everything. And they're like, well, it's a fine because you're Somali. And it's like, whatever,
Well,
you know?
it's I gotta tell you something. I'm a little bit mixed on this one too, because one of my brother's buddies is from Somalia, but he's been a
Right.
Canadian for most of his life. And in all honesty, he's probably the shining star from that country because he's got at
Right.
least a 90 he's got at least a 90 IQ. He's not stupid.
Well, it's not the person that's the problem. It's the
Um,
it's the
except
religion and
doesn't
the
make the rule.
Well, you
But
know,
Somali.
something
Except
I
doesn't make
recently
the rule.
learned is that the standard these days for an average IQ is 80, which
Yeah.
I remember in my childhood it was like 60, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Back then, it
Seriously?
was a lot lower the average IQ. Now it's
I
like
didn't know. I didn't know that one. I mean, I
Yeah.
think myself stupid, and when I was a kid, I almost scored. I actually scored 136, and then when I got older, I got stupider because I made myself a
Yeah.
mush brain, and I
I
don't
mean,
know how I am at the moment,
yeah,
but comparing
when
myself to a retard, that's not gonna happen.
right in my 20s, which has been ages ago, right? But
Yeah.
I
Right.
I scored over 140, which, but I
That's
come to the
actually
firm
almost English
conclusion.
level.
I come to the firm conclusion that IQ tests are retarded. That they
Yeah.
they
more
are.
measure a brain's health than intellect.
Right.
Yeah, but
Sometimes they'll give you pointers or where your strengths kind of lie and that kind of stuff. But other than that, they really are. But
Yeah.
my thing with Ish though is like, in all honesty, it made me really rethink some of the stuff that he used to say because he actually avoided the Somali community. And I think when I think about it
Mm.
now, he did try to try to blend in with his own community, but every time he did, it was really kind of like he had to be Muslim. And it's
Right.
not
ew.
and it's not that he didn't want to, he's an intellectual guy, so exploring a religion isn't that big of a deal. But he said that he kind of left the country, and I'm like, were they trying to make you extremist? Because that's what I've been getting from Somalia is that they are the kind
Yeah.
of people who will start off like normal, and then they it's extremist. They'll kind of challenge each other to be more extremist.
Okay. Here's the funny thing.
I don't. Yeah,
There,
sorry.
there's a meme going on. And there you will have the picture of a jihadi Islamist extremist, and he would say, "I will kill you if you don't convert to Islam." And
Yeah.
then there is a picture beside him, which has the title "Moderate Islam." Missed.
Well, that
And
of
he
course
would
that
say, if you don't, sorry that I need to make the point, else it would be useless. I said anything in the first place. The second pictures gives a picture of a moderate Islam who points to the guy that is the radical Islam and says, if you don't convert to Islam, he will kill you. Meaning that they will not actually act on it, but they will support it anyway. And that is
Right.
more than 80% of the population in any of those.
that makes me think. It reminds me of the black culture in America. It's kind of like you'll see video after video. It's like, oh yeah, I about beat him to death, or I stabbed him because he said the N-word, or they're in somebody's face going, say it, I dare you, say it. And it's like, wait, somebody says it and then you prove it as a result. Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah. Right.
So the reason I say that about Ish is like I think he is kind of horrified by this stuff. Like it's not that a person can't practice their own religion. There's a point where you're like, are you like the crazy West Baptist? Oh yeah, you're the type to fly into a plane, And I think he pulled away from that. And I don't think the majority of what I'm seeing in Missouri is him, because that's fraud. Like if you're
No.
involved in fraud, you're involved in fraud.
Right.
But for guys like Ish, North America was the way to get away from that shit. It was their way to escape that
did
shit.
you take your chance? Did you take your chance? No, you brought your shit here and want to enhance it here. Same in Europe. I'm living in Europe. You Americans are new to this shit. We have this for decades. It is not funny because they bring their shit. They send the worst ones. It is not it's not escapism from a system they want to flee. No, it's invasion, bringing the system over here. That's
Well,
the reality
the
of
thing
things.
is I believe what they're trying to do is make the world one unified government,
Mhm.
and the way to do that is to create chaos and put people where they naturally would not go, and try to make everybody the same.
That's why the globalists are so hot for the fucking Shawarma people, because they are easy to control and they are the fastest growing religion. They want Shirillo everywhere, and they can just sit back and control those
Well,
motherfuckers
yeah,
because they are
yeah.
actually smart as dirt.
So yeah, that's why back when one of the Bushes was president and he slipped up and said "New World Order," and everybody jumped on that as like, I know what that means. But the thing is, it seems to be true. They want to replace us with, I mean, I know it's gonna sound wrong, but dumb brown people. I'm
Yeah.
not saying all brown people are dumb, but these are. And you know, of course, the rich, they've been making cities underground. They got islands. You know, they're gonna be all right. You
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
see their families marrying into these people, do you?
no.
No.
I
But
mean,
they're happy to exploit them too, and that's what I
uh-huh.
pointed out. Ish, you know, it's I do think he might be a unicorn, and I feel bad for him because he might be a unicorn. But it's not just his community either.
It's all of the communities that do like that, the
Yeah.
radicalized communities. I mean, there's some places that you can't even go into if you're not of the same religion or of those people. You just can't. And that's just the truth of it.
Yeah.
So the
Well, that's why I say I don't hate the people. It's not the people that's the problem. It's the religion. It's the government or whatever. You know, it's the ideology. Even it's
well, what better way to control the people than to have organized set chaos among the
Mhm.
people? You know,
well, yeah.
There are many ways to control,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
you're talking about
about
Somalis right now, but when I think of China, I don't think I hate Chinese people. I think I hate Chinese
you
government.
hate
You
the
know?
CCP. You hate the CCP.
Yeah,
You don't hate the Chinese people, because I know Chinese people and they are not the CCP.
yeah, exactly. Is a difference.
Mhm.
But with the Muslims, it is actually not a big difference between the people and the government.
well, that's
Because
because of
remember
their
October
culture.
the 7th, when they trolled back down into their own country with the captured, raped women bleeding from their private parts, put upon like fucking hood ornaments into the city, and they cheered. There is the
Well,
difference.
the
There
thing
is the
is
difference.
the reason why it's so much more dangerous with the Shawarma people and all that kind of stuff is because their government and their religion are one and the same.
yeah.
Yeah, and this religion is based on
And
destruction and
that's
eradication of anyone else who doesn't think the same.
Well, I
It has
would
no question and dialogue. It does
I
not.
I would say the greater evil are the ones who've known that since 9/11
yeah.
and have basically bullshitted everybody else as if we didn't also have videos back then of their countries and handing out candy to kids on the street so that they could celebrate it.
Yeah. I remember seeing those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty.
And the amount of
Because people
gaslighting,
think that people don't see the reality of things. That's the
Right.
funny thing that really pisses me off. That they think we are stupid, don't see reality. They really do think that we are too stupid to see reality.
Listen, I agree with everyone here, and it is an important topic. But I gotta say, there is a small point here that feels like we're just on a fucking hate grind. It's like, oh, let's hate some more. Let's get some more hate in.
Well, that's well. I'm not hating because I'm saying I don't hate the people. I hate what government or religion they are doing, but not the people themselves. There's a difference, you know.
It's like in Iran. I have this little bit of hope, and you know what? Maybe they disappoint me later on. But I do believe that a lot of the reasons they're so into getting rid of their own regime is because they're aware of the fact that this stuff has been going on for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot reflect on the 1960s and look at yourselves today and be like, are we really happy? Because they're not. And I don't think their kids have ever liked this. You know, so I want to open the door for them to progress, because I think they do have the capacity to progress. They have some old farts that are evil and have been evil for a really long time. And that's just the
I
truth of it.
mean,
Their moms are some of the worst people on the planet.
they are. Furthermore, I think most people here are not aware. Iran is the country that is giving the monies to all of this sick ass terrorist groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and shit
Well,
like that.
At
But
the
here's the
expense,
thing: what people don't know.
no.
Let me finish. The thing that people don't know: in the 1970s, Iranian people, especially women, were able to wear a bikini and have their hair free and just enjoy life like everyone else on the planet.
Mhm. That's what I was going to say, that they like that money should be directed towards their own people, and they would rather spend it on terrorists, and their own people have been suffering with this for a long time. And
oh
that's
yeah.
like, it's like the little patches all over the world, and that's where I'm like, I'm so tired of the left being like, think about Palestine. I'm like,
Fuck Palestine.
like, you know what, fuck that.
That's
And now
crazy.
now
Fuck
now now
Palestine.
it's going to be Maduro this and Maduro that, and like, you know what? Let the Venezuelans enjoy being free for a minute, okay? Let them have a
Yeah,
breath
at
of fresh
least I
air
mean,
and
because
dream about what they can do tomorrow.
Well, you know,
I've seen the
with all
videos
that's
of
going
them.
on with
They
Venezuela,
were dancing in the streets. They were
the left,
celebrating.
the radical left is demonizing Trump for what he did, but the people of Venezuela themselves are happy as clams in sunshine.
Yes,
Let
Exactly.
them have it,
yes.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's a
why I like.
reality of things.
Here
That's
now,
why I appreciate what he
August
did, and I'm like,
Bye, buddy.
everybody from Venezuela is happy that it happened, and why can't you be happy with them? No, you have to be a leftard and be against it, you
I
know,
know
because
Phoenix
it's
had said
Trump
something and then he
derangement syndrome.
vanished. Phoenix had
Yeah.
said something, then he vanished. So I can only
Yeah.
imagine he uttered out that he had to go.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you can't. Well, when he speaks, when Phoenix speaks, you can't half hear him anyway. So
Yeah. Right.
Have a good
I
evening,
imagine
Phoenix, if you hear this.
he needs his mic closer to his mouth, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
I actually
But
did not hear it. He was just gone. I didn't
yeah.
recognize it myself. I'm so sorry, Phoenix, if you hear
I'm
this.
sorry.
I didn't notice. I'm sorry.
Anyways. You get what I'm saying, though. I mean, I'm watching everything too, and it's so crazy. But the craziest part is the leftists who think that it's bad that Trump did this, and it's like, how's that a bad thing? you know,
well,
Yeah, look at the people. Look
Venezuelans
at the
don't see
people
it as a bad
celebrating.
thing.
I don't know. I kind of think they're going off of the idea that
Yeah,
you cannot police the world, which that is true.
yeah,
But if we, I mean, we do not know what all was going on behind the scenes. All we get told
right.
is what the news says on TV or whatever. So we
Well,
don't
if
know
you watch
everything that
MSM,
happened.
yeah, that's
And
what you
you
got.
cannot
Yeah.
make a statement, without knowing all the facts.
Right.
Because if you don't know all the facts, then you make assumptions, and assumptions makes asses of us all.
Well,
So
That's true. That's true. But
that's why I have an
listening to
issue with
legacy
that
media
woman.
is really fucked.
That remember that woman that went was in Nick Shirley's video and calling him ice. And, he's like, I'm just
Oh
a
my God! Yeah,
YouTuber.
I remember.
you
20-year-old
know,
kid.
okay, yeah.
so that they're not intelligent over
Wait,
there.
that was when he was making the busts on the daycare centers, the leering
Right?
center.
Yeah. and
Yeah,
and he
I
was
remember.
at
I
the
remember.
Leering
I remember.
Center,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and this woman was outside. Don't open up. It's ice, and it's like,
I mean, you can
how
try
do
and
you
tell
know
he's
it's
like in his
ice? You know, I
20s.
mean,
Like, what the hell?
it's just as bad as the people who bombed or
Yeah, well,
damaged.
there are actually no more new questions. If
Yeah,
she's scared of ice, what is she doing here in the first place? I ask
right.
myself now. I mean, we
Well,
are here for fraud, not
right.
for illegal immigration. It
Per
seems it's
se,
being both
yeah,
at the same time, which is actually even more disgusting and more concerning.
yeah.
Because
Because
think about it: if there is
anything
illegal
against the
immigrants
laws,
pulling off
I
that
don't care
scam,
where you are. I don't
it
care
would
where you
be
are. If you're
pretty
against the law,
horrendous.
you're not supposed to be there. You know, I mean, if I come to Austria and I break your law, you're going to have the cops put me in jail. I'm
Yeah,
not. You
wishfully
know.
so, but the
It,
Austrian government is pieces of corrupt shit, kind of
Well, I'm
cock.
sure
We are
they
not
are,
as
but
bad as
my
the
point
UK, but
is
we are
that
close.
yeah, right. My point is that they think that we should be open to everybody, and it's like no, because if I go to Chicago, if I go to uh, um, uh, uh, s- uh, um, Australia or Austria or France or anywhere, if I go there and they allow me to go in, how is there a sovereign nation because they're allowing me to just illegally be there?
well,
You know,
it's a
and they
little worse.
generally won't do that. Because we're the only country that people are like, oh, you can't. It's just a what do they call that thing? Um, they say it's not illegal to be illegal here. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
no,
Okay,
Europe is way worse.
but this
yeah,
is fraud, and here's one of
you
the
get what I'm
things that the
saying.
left.
It's really BS.
Well, no,
Of course it is.
they're
Yeah,
conflating the most minorest part of the law with something that's actually
I'm
really bad.
sorry.
Like, okay, so just by being there illegally, yeah, they already broke the law. Okay, that was bad. Okay, but like
I
say
can't hear.
Canadians sometimes have that. Sometimes we have kids who don't realize they've crossed the border, and your guys
Yeah,
just kick them over. And, it's like, oh, okay, that's misdemeanor. You get a slap on the hand. These people came in and then knowingly theft. Fraud is theft.
yeah,
Fraud is stealing. It's
yeah,
Yes.
knowingly taking from other people, and so they were enabled to steal, and then they're acting like, oh, this is just a petty crime.
yeah.
$19
Exactly.
billion is not a petty crime.
Yeah, right.
Well, okay, look, anytime a man kills a man, he gets life or the electric chair. A man steals something for 50 cents, he gets some years or months or whatever in jail. But a rich man steals billions, or a powerful man kills millions. They're a hero. They're good to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
humans have a real issue with stuff like that.
Oh no.
But getting to the fraud issue again, she brought up a very interesting point that I need to address here is um, those motherfuckers come here, get housing paid by the government, then make a fake daycare at their houses, getting paid even more.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
they are actually earning like 200K plus monies a year just for saying that their house is a daycare, which was gifted to them rent free and tax free in the first place, and that the money that they get as a grant for their so-called daycare also is tax free. How the fuck? Explain this to me as an American. How the fuck would you pay 250K a year to a daycare center that officially on the website only hosts 6 children? How does that work? How is educating 6 children
Look,
worth
hey, if they will
250K?
give me that kind of money, I'll go round up some little black kids and I'll get paid.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing that everyone is thinking right now. Why did the fucking retarded Somalis come up with a jam like this and get rich of it, or when we are the smarter ones and we never thought about it. That's the
They were
only
not
thing
smart
that
enough
people
to do
are
this.
questioning this.
They
No.
were set up. They were set up with this. Somebody instructed them. Somebody filled the forms out for them. You know damn well they're not smart
Now
enough
we're
to do
getting
any
to
of
the
this.
reality of things. That's the nice thing. Thank you, Noise, very much. Here's a person who actually has a brain in his head. That's the fucking question. How does this even happen? Because they could not pull off this shit because they are stupid as motherfucking fuck. So who is really behind it? That's the real question.
Let me break this up with a funny clip, or I think
I'm
it's funny
sorry. I'm
whatever.
always funny, dog.
Don't be sorry.
No, I just like to break up the conversation now and then, right?
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm gonna play this, but you have to listen to the woman on the left. Listen to the last thing she says. I mean, it's not like immediately funny, but if you catch what's going on.
I'm trying my best.
Okay, give me a moment. I get this motherfucker to be able to play.
I'm glad to see you here, by the way, Jen.
Well, thank you. I wanted
It's
to
nice
show.
meeting you.
Oh, thank you. I wanted to show off my new avatar, and I was like, "Oh yeah, StreamYard actually allows me to share my avatars."
Okay.
Same
Maybe
here.
it'll work.
Very nice.
Maybe it'll work this time.
Best place to meet a man in 2026.
Oh, really? Well, where's a good place to meet a man? I'd say in the ladies' room, but I don't know. Where can you meet a man? Maybe.
Best place to meet a man in 2026.
I'm just shaking my head. I'm just shaking my head.
Okay, so
I don't know what to say.
I'll
Okay,
see you later.
So the man there on the right, he's a very popular, very liberal
Audio wasn't
newscaster,
working for
I think, and he's super rich.
Yeah.
So I need to hate him.
Anderson Cooper is one of those lefties who's not very good at hiding his facial expressions. So even if you're another lefty like AOC in the middle of an interview and you say something retarded, he's gonna have that look on his face.
Yeah.
So while he is a lefty, he is going to try to cover for his friends. His face, he struggles at lying.
Here's the funny thing.
He
Senator
does not have a
Kennedy
good
said,
poker face.
I tried to repeat. No, come on. Let me make this joke. It was legendary. Senator Kennedy said that there is an instruction how to use a shampoo bottle because of this person who is called AOC. That was legendary. I almost pissed my pants laughing. Come on, that is really good. He actually said that. And he's a Democrat.
Who? Kennedy?
Yeah, Senator Kennedy.
No, he was a Republican.
Oh no, he's a Republican? Are you sure?
Yeah, I know.
I have a clip
The one
here.
in Louisiana is. Yeah.
I have a clip here that's not political at all. It's just pure comedy. It's about 3 minutes long if you want to check that out. So
I can go.
I thought it was funny. So if I think it's funny, I'm thinking maybe some others out there think it's funny.
Turn around. It's 2 a.m. and I'm a little drunk, so I open up the fridge. Turn around. I probably shouldn't eat, but I'm so damn hungry, I'll just have a smidge. Turn around. I'll warm up a pizza or a frozen chimichanga, or I'll just eat that chip off the ground. Turn around. Turn around. And when I'm buzzed, I'll eat any combination of food as long as it fits in my mouth. Turn around, Tammy. Warm tortillas with mayonnaise. That is disgusting. The cookies have expiration dates. Peanut butter with cream. Why would Did you do that for a whole
I know I get it.
be so gassy? It doesn't matter to me. We can see that as long as I keep double fisting. That sounds dirty. Yeah, my pants will go up a full size. But tonight I don't care. I'll heat up mini tacos from Trader Joe's and dip them in pasta sauce that is ice cold. That is so gross. I'll eat anything and I cannot be stopped. All this late night snacking always makes me fart. Sorry if that's TMI. I should probably tell you I'm high. I should have postmated some fries.
I believe there's a little more.
I just ate a cracker that I found in the couch. Now I'm gonna eat chicken parm. Sitting here alone, stuffing my face in the dawn. Turn around, Tammy. Turn around, Tammy. I just ate a cracker that I found in the couch. Now I'm gonna eat chicken parm. Sitting here alone, stuffing my face in the dark.
Where do you at least own it, you know?
I need to admit, it took me a time in the first section to recognize the song that they were parodying, and then it really kicked in. But the second part was even better.
That was funny.
Well done,
But
Noise.
you know,
Well done.
a lot of people these days, they're so self-conscious about themselves. It's good to see people that aren't. I mean, it doesn't matter what their size or anything. They're comfortable being how they are.
Yeah, I was questioned earlier, right? And I just want to address this since we're on here. Are you guys on Zoom? Can I join you guys one day? Which I put this StreamYard and I invited them to my Discord. So what, the point of that is, I want to get to know the person before I bring them on a live show, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's always great when people want to be on. That would, but you don't want to take the risk of just, hey, yeah, come on, and then shit goes wrong.
Yeah, shit can go wrong really, really fast. Not to say it would, but it's always good to know the person first.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't know me, and I still messed up. So there will be that.
Well, you're a little different.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm very special. I need to have this special kind of sign.
Well,
Specially as a special does. That's what I was told.
Yeah, that's true.
You're making fucks with me.
I still think you need a T-shirt that says that, Lilith.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that one.
That would make a
It
good
made people
T-shirt.
laugh.
If the channel ever got bigger and we started making money with it, I would make T-shirts to sell on the show.
You were welcome to it. You were welcome to it. It's free for all. It's just like shit happens.
Yeah.
It is just a nonsensical phrase, and I just did it, and it actually kind of works.
So, for those interested in joining the panel at some point, like I said, great. It's always good to have.
Why is my knife orange?
But you just have to keep in mind it's being broadcast out to YouTube, and YouTube has some strict ass rules that I don't care for these rules, but they exist, and so you have to tiptoe around certain words.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And we messed up all together today.
Probably at least once because we did talk about one of the no.
Yeah, that's true.
I
We
try
had a
not
big word.
to be too harsh with my opinions when I do that because I do have my opinions, but I appreciate that YouTube doesn't care for opinions.
Yeah, that's true.
They,
I mean,
they kind of hate opinions.
you can. I hate it that now is the time where you cannot speak freely. That you have to speak like you're a 5-year-old.
Yeah, that's so retarded. Oh, sorry. I mean, it is mentally challenged. I think that's the correct term now.
Or I mean, if you want to play it real safe, you could go, "That's so Lilith."
Oh God.
Yeah, fuck you too, buddy.
Taiwan was calling Trudeau a little potato. So sometimes I use little potato as my way of saying the R word.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm
Appreciate
really
you,
not
Taiwan.
liking that. Be stolen
Lilith,
from me.
you are gonna poison yourself with all that bug spray you keep spraying.
Yeah, I'm
Got to have
actually
some
kind of
ventilation.
dizzy. I'm actually kind of dizzy. I'm not drinking too
Spraying
much,
it.
but yeah, but there are baby flies and they're pissing me off.
Since we've already pushed the boundaries in this stream, you want to do it again?
Yeah,
got this
let's
funny,
do it
I got
again.
this funny
Do it
video.
again.
I got this funny video, so check this out.
Did he just step on my shoes?
Yes, I did.
It's over
His nicotine
9,000.
levels are over 5,000. Impossible. He's a half-breed. This isn't even my final form. Parallels are searching! Special beam shoes! Baby mama backhand! Impossible! He's mastered Ultra Hood State! It's time to end this! Nigga run! No way! Super nigga 3 ultra unemployed? They gon' need all 7 dragon bloods to wish your ass back. Coming! Coming! Ah!
There will be wizards casting the spells. All right.
Oh my goodness.
That was actually kind of funny. Then here
I
I am
liked it.
again, not liking Dragon Ball and not liking this kind of people who are like that. Those kind of wizards.
Well, oddly,
they are
you
not
know,
on my
oddly the black community is been drawn into, particularly by Dragon Ball Z, into the anime scene quite heavily, more heavily than you would think, at least in this country.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
I've
actually true.
noticed it.
I noticed that too. Yes, very true. Especially in the last 3 years that I spent online, and noticed how many of the certain community is
Well, I would
really
rather-
thrown into anime because
I would rather they look at Dragon Ball Z, where it's about training and discipline and so on, rather than them, going GTA and it's like, oh, let's smack some bitches up and steal some cars and sling some
Yeah,
girls.
yeah, really.
Yeah, it would be. It's a lot better that they get into the anime aspect. Of
Yeah,
existence.
I'm not like, oh, we gotta eliminate all their kind. No, fuck no. I'm saying when you do good, I'm gonna point it out. Whatever color you are, whatever race you are, it's not about race. It's about behavior.
never was. It
Yeah.
never was. It always be about the actions you take in your life, how people see you. Simple as that.
Well, it all goes to show that deep down, everybody wants to be connected in some shape, form, or fashion. And
Yes and no, I guess.
problem comes in where they start believing in their own isms and they start listening to what the media is telling them and all that kind of stuff, they have forgotten what it means to be a human being. A lot of them have.
Except gingers, fuck those motherfuckers.
I don't know what the hell's up with
Oh,
ginger.
what the fuck did you just say? My mother is ginger. You are nasty.
Well, okay, it was a ginger and somebody fucked that ginger. So there you go.
And we have Lilith.
Yeah.
I'm not the ginger.
No. You said your mom was.
Yeah, because she is. She has red hair.
And then somebody fucked the ginger, and here you are.
Oh,
See?
yeah, that's true.
Hey, so, it's kind of like
That's actually funny. I was so slow on it. That's actually good.
Yeah, somebody seen her and is like, God damn it, it's time to make some ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
That reminds me of the term we use to call people motherfuckers. You know, someone had to have sex with her.
Yeah.
That goes back. That goes kind of like saying, "Oh, God love her." Somebody needs to.
Why are the flies multiplying? The more I kill, the more I hear. Fuck you, baby flies. Die, die.
So yeah, somebody be like, motherfucker is like, huh? You know about that? Well, she wasn't no good.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Lilith. You need to crack a window or something. You're gonna poison yourself with all that bug spray.
No, the baby flies need to die.
If you want to know a little recipe for a murder poison for them, if you take something like a sweet liquid, I wouldn't waste your liquor on them, but I'm guaranteeing that's what they're trying to steal from you is your liquor. But a little juice, a little bit of water just so you can balance it out. Put some dish soap into that, swirl it around, and just leave that on a counter. And the bugs will go for that cup because they want the juice, and then they die.
Yeah, I tried that, but they ignore my trap. They
You
want
might-
to get in my real whiskeys.
That's probably why you might have to sacrifice just a little dab. Just a little dab.
Yeah, I did sacrifice some whiskeys for the trap. They don't go for it. There is sugar juice in it. I did not do the dishwater dish soap thingy. I could do it, but I bought poison today. I'm killing them with poison now. Fuck you, baby flies.
Clearly, I was joking when I said "fuck gingers." I was joking, but it,
No, I know you did fuck gingers.
But I made that joke because my ex-wife was a pale-skinned redhead, and they are fucking mean and crazy.
Yeah,
there will be that.
Especially when they have green eyes too.
Yeah. The worst ones are the ones who have heterochromia. They have two different eye colors and freckles on their cheeks.
Yeah, the worst ones
and
are
they will. No, that's not me. I mean, I do have heterochromia too, and I'm actually being the worst one. But I'm not the worst redhead because I don't have red hairs. My hair is black. Okay, I'm not a redhead.
My
I'm not
hair
the
is kind of a
ginger.
dark brown.
Yeah,
darker
that's
than
kind
it
of
is.
nice. Did you have the chestnut? No, the hazelnut. No.
The what?
The
Oh,
color.
actually-
I'm trying to determine the color name.
Oh, you're trying to determine the color of my hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of looks kind of like a brown tree bark. Kind of.
Let me
I was going for the
let
name
me
of
bring
the
us
color.
back to something that resembles a topic.
Here though.
I'm so sorry, but those baby flies needs to die.
I got this video
got weird hair.
where a woman's mother
Yeah, I know
is
this.
bitching at the woman about the child's behavior, which goes to show you the differences between generations. So check this out.
Sorry, head. Whoa! What did you just say? What did you just say? And I don't think it's funny. What did you just say to your mother? Sit up. I'm not playing with you. Don't you dare smirk at me. Why is it my fault? Take away all this media shit. That's it. Take it away. Done. Nothing. Man, girl, you call me a bitch. I'll beat your ass. Not sick of it. You find a solution. Get sick of it. That's your daughter. I ever. Let me tell you something, young lady. I ever hear that word come out of your mouth. You allow her to debate you? You allow her to debate you. 6 years old. Debate you. Scarlet, if you dare put it in your mouth, you won't want tonight. I am really not.
Oh, that's
Good
one thing you
grandmother.
don't do. You don't mess with grandma. Oh
Nope.
no.
She's based as fuck.
I like
If
her.
here's the thing, I did call my mother a name once. She slapped my face. Okay.
That in the video, that little girl, she's being real still and she's not taking it serious because she's regressing. It's like, I'm just gonna regress into myself until this is over, because she's not used to repercussions, not consequences, not used to discipline. Because as you've seen in the video, her mother will debate back and forth with a fucking 6-year-old. No, it's like, you do what the fuck I say when I say it. The fucking end. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that just teaches children not to respect anybody, not to respect their elders or anything like that. I remember one time I was being a real smart ass, and I shouldn't have said it, but I was busy out doing something, and my mother told me to do something else. And I said, fuck this bullshit. I'm out. I'm not doing this bullshit anymore. And oh, I got my ass tore up for that shit. Oh, I never did
Oh
that
yeah.
shit no more. You
Got
don't mess with my
you got your whooping behind that barn, huh?
I sure did. And I wasn't a smart ass no more either.
Well, it's just, yeah, no, your parents raised you. They've dealt with your bullshit.
Mhm.
Literally your shit. And
I don't think it is bad parenting to do that at all.
Oh,
I
We're
would,
not
she
saying
was
that
like,
neither.
oh my god, she was
I
out in
think
the
it
yard
is
and
it's
I
very
said that shit,
necessary.
and my mother had these really sky blue eyes,
Oh
like
yeah.
almost electric blue. So when she got pissed
Damn.
off, they turned really bright, and she didn't say nothing. She just got a switch and she tore my ass up.
Well,
And I
my
didn't do that shit no more.
Some
my
people some people have parents that would ask them to get them their switch.
Oh, yeah, mom used to do
my
that too.
my mother is no longer around, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Elijah can attest to, she was one of the meanest women you will ever meet in your fucking life.
Oh God, that woman was the queen of all bitches. I swear to God, that woman
Oh,
could
the
bitch
best
for
the
years.
best parent is mean. I mean, technically, I mean, because she wasn't mean because she didn't love you. She was mean because she did love you. You know.
No, she was mean because she enjoyed
No,
it.
no. His mother, as far as I heard, she is actually the queen of demons.
No,
Yeah,
sure,
Like
but
I need to be scared.
yeah, she enjoyed the
okay.
shit. You know, some
Oh yeah,
people.
yeah. Okay, listen, I know because she was my mother. I inherited some of that meanness. I know the feeling. And yes, if you go down that path, you're loving the fuck out of it. You just can't get enough of it. And that was what I resist that.
Right.
It just makes me feel wrong. She didn't. She leaned into it as hard as she could.
She enjoyed it.
Fucking baby flies, die!
Lilith and her baby flies.
But the video, back to the video, it points out modern parents versus their parents. Okay, so I'm not going to raise my child like I was raised. Wait, you think so little of yourself that, you think so little of your parents? Well, if they made you and they fucked up and you're broken, then maybe the way you're deciding to raise your kid is broken as well.
Well, you know what a lot of people don't understand is there comes a limit between the parent's responsibility and the child, because once the child gets to be a certain age, they need to look back and say,
Well,
you know, some of that shit was my fault.
yeah,
You
there's
know,
a
Yeah.
common thing amongst adults. They 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 go, "Oh, it's my parents' fault," and
Oh.
then one day
Mhm.
they might grow up. A lot never do, but when you grow up and you go, you know something, we're all screwed. We're all in the same boat.
Mhm.
It's not their fault. I'm the master of my own destiny for for the
Yes.
situation I've been put in,
Well,
and you no longer see your parents that way. That is what is needed.
Yeah.
yeah,
well,
because
Thank you
I
for
mean
this. Thank you for this,
that
Brody.
that comes with growth, you know.
yeah.
That comes
It,
with emotional
It's
growth.
calling being grown up and an
Yeah.
adult.
it's
Yeah.
also the lack of reality. And I'm there right now because my parents are both elderly, but they're not going to live forever. So right
Right.
now, like they kind of need my help more often than, I mean, I need their help quite often too, but I don't think these young parents understand that someday they are going to be in that stage of actually being old. And yes, you do need your kids to help you. And it's not it's not a need for return. It's just instinctively you want to return it because you know that they gave you their everything. You
Yeah.
know how many times they sacrifice things. So when it's their turn for you to try to do what you can to take care of them, how are you supposed to do that if your kid has, they don't even respect you? They're gonna
Right.
they're gonna ditch you, and then all of a sudden they find out afterwards that, oh well, this place was beating the hell out of you. What?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably a good question there. Define younger parents.
Parents in
Wow.
their 20s,
He
maybe,
had 20s and early 30s. Yeah.
and younger.
My mother was having me when she was 19. She was a young parent,
Right.
and she did a very good job
Well,
raising
I had
us
I
children.
had I had a lot of very older brothers and sisters. My parents had me when they were around 30. So they were a little a little older. So in reference, when everybody else talking about their parents, my parents were a little older, right? Not to
Yeah.
mention their mentality was in the 40s and 50s when they grew up. So I was raised kind of like a 1950s mentality.
Yeah.
Well, I remember being,
It was hell. There was no tolerance for anything. There was no play, no fun. Work, work, work. Do what you're told or get your ass beat. The fucking end. That's it.
yeah, I remember the time when I was a kid, it was you were seen and not heard. And if you
Oh,
were
yeah. That's common.
work, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't grow up that way. I said this before. My mother was very kind to me, but she was also stern and beat into me a real morality of things. A very
Yeah.
good parent, but she was a different kind of type of mother. She was not like your parents. You are kind of what people call Gen X kind of deal of growing up. As you said, the reference point would be the 1950s, and my mother was born in 1964. So
Well,
she is beyond that. She even
see,
grew up different than
It's
you.
not. It's not about when she was born. It's about how she was raised and how she raised you.
She was raised really bad, and
okay.
and she didn't want to repeat that because
No.
there was no education whatsoever. There was
Well,
only pain and abuse,
a
and
lot of my
she
siblings
was not trying to do this.
a lot of my siblings, they were raised in a similar fashion because they're my siblings, right? But they acclimated. They a
Mm.
lot of them became what they were trying to get them to become. I was born like you tell me something, fuck you, I'm gonna do the opposite. I was a rebel to a fault. I mean, I'm still like that,
Yeah.
I'm a rebel to the point I hurt myself. Uh so what happened with me is they radicalized me when they
Hey.
put all this pressure on me.
Okay.
Well, with
Well.
some kids, you can show them the way to be a better person and they acclimate to it or whatever. They acclimate to what they think is a better person. But with a person that is more rebellious, that only means that they're more intellectual than their siblings, and that learning should take place in such a fashion.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that, you know, my parents' generation that they were right. Oh, that's the way to do it. But I'm
Right.
saying there is something to be learned from that. Some things they did was absolutely right.
Right.
You know, yeah, but not as heavy as they laid it on. It needs to be some responsibility and authority, but not that heavy.
Well,
Right.
a
It
lot
might
of
be
Gen Xers were feral children. I mean, because a lot of Gen Xers children were basically feral people running the roads and all that kind of shit because they had to fend for themselves.
Oh yeah.
There's
Okay.
also something to be said about sometimes a parent when they strike, you have to remind they have to remind themselves that when they're hitting that it's supposed to be discipline and not anger. So if you have a
Right,
generation
exactly.
where people were like, this is something we're taught now. You know, they weren't taught that. Like, this is something they're like,
Right.
well, you maybe use this approach, you know, because you're not supposed to be that angry at your kid. Like, you can be. Like, what if your kid really did something wrong? Like flipped a card. There's a lot of things a kid can do that would piss
Burn
you off.
something down.
Right.
But when they go to hit you, it's meant to be discipline and not rage. Like, the only
Right.
time you see rage, and I'm not excusing a mom, that's why I think a dad should be in the home. Sometimes a mom will let emotions take over a strike, and it's usually when you've scared the shit out of her. You know,
Yeah.
like, say you almost put
Yeah.
yourself. She might hit you a little bit harder than she means to because she's afraid of burying you. That
Yeah.
doesn't make it okay to put emotion into strikes when you're disciplining, though. Like, if she's going in with anger, she's an abusive parent. If she's using anger, that's abuse.
Well, there was a saying a long time ago when I was
Interesting take.
a kid, it was like, okay, there's a difference between a butt whooping and an ass whooping.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ass whooping is where you get the shit beat out of you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
A butt whooping is just you got disciplined. There is a
Right.
difference.
I mean, we need to get a step back to the original video where there is
I
the
wanna-
mom arguing
wanna
with her 6-year-old
respond to
daughter
this.
that disrespects her.
I want to respond to this. So I messaged you on Discord, so you can check that out. And I don't know, maybe you come on. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what he's wanting to do is fill the empty spot where in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, if as long as I'm not in the shit corner, everything is good.
Well, there is no shit corner right now, Lilith, because the chat's not on the screen.
Yeah, but if I'm there, there will be a shit corner. I know how it goes.
Well, you about killed yourself with the raid anyway, so what does it matter?
I mean, here's the funny thing. Not even do you make fucks at me? There will be the shit corner. Also my invention. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we do need t-shirts.
Yeah, we do.
Small, medium, and large t-shirts. I don't know
I'm
if we should do
2X, so I
small.
need a 2X.
I don't know.
I'm actually small, but I prefer to wear a medium-sized t-shirts. They're more comfy.
Yeah, that is true. If you get a larger size, they're more comfortable.
Yeah.
That's very true.
That's partly
I really
why I
do
get
like them
2X
more.
too, because I mean I could fit in a extra large. I mean, but 2X is like comfy. You know, it's like
I mean, I can fit in the super small ones, and the small ones are
Motherfuckers
kind
talk
of
about
loose.
anything, want you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were on
I
turds
can
and-
talk about anything, whatever. That's a gift. That's a gift. Because I don't talk at all, but when I'm online, I will talk too much because now I needed to be talking, which
Well,
I
you
don't
know-
do. And those baby flies are fucking everywhere.
So yeah, I told you she was going to poison herself with that raid.
Yeah.
You might be getting a little bit high off of that.
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, that too.
I fear that's true because I'm feeling kind of dizzy.
Yeah.
Spraying the
But
bugs.
you need to have some fresh air coming in. Let those fumes out. Let some fresh air in. If you have a
Yeah,
method of doing that,
exactly.
I would advise that. If you don't, put a fan on you, something like that.
Yeah, you better, or you're going to get really sick.
Yeah.
If I'm puking again on stream, then I overuse my raid.
Whoa,
Well, we keep trying
whoa,
to tell
you
you to
might
quit
you
spraying
might
the spray.
cut off your ear and give it to your boyfriend too. You know.
No, I'm not Van Gogh. Mm-mm. I'm an Austrian. I'm an Austrian painter. That's different.
You get the joke, right?
Of course, I get it. I mean, I said Van Gogh.
Yeah.
And also, I did drink actual real absinthe. That shit's hardcore.
Yeah, it is.
And it is
what
hard
you
to
buy in a
get.
store, what you buy in a store is weak shit. You got to make
Yeah,
it
yeah,
warm if you want the real
yeah,
thing.
yeah. You want the real absinthe? It's kind of oily, and it really fucks you up.
Oh, yeah.
There was this store that was selling the fake stuff and had its own bar, but the owner was making his own absinthe, and people he liked, he would sell it to. And of course, he liked me because I'm a likable person, of course. So I got the real fucking shit. It was expensive as fuck, but it was worth it. Like for real, for real. Damn, I was really I was bonkers on that stuff.
Yeah, the real stuff is something to be reckoned with. That is
Yeah,
true.
it is. It is. Acid is child's play. Compared to a real absinthe. Sorry, but it is
I
the
just
only
wouldn't.
thing. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I've given up on liquor. Every time I tried liquor, it rejects itself violently the wrong way.
Oh dear.
So I stick it out with the pot life. I can imagine that
Well,
doing that with absinthe, and I'm like, I don't want to know what that tastes like coming back up. I
Oh
don't
no,
wanna
no,
know.
no! It's
well,
it's horrible. The taste
I
is
used to
horrible.
drink. I used to drink myself, and I was because I have epilepsy. I had take medication for it, and my RN, registered nurse, or the person that's supposed to be a doctor, but they're not really a doctor. She's like, you can have a beer a night, every 24 hours. So I'm like, I'll drink alcohol like that. Only I'll drink even whiskey or anything else, but I'll have only that much, and it
Well,
was okay.
I don't
Yeah.
judge any of you. I look at my ancestry because yes, I was adopted, but like I have enough information to know where I'm from. So yes,
Yeah.
I am like Germanic and I am Scottish. They had a private they went private when they got me because they wanted something close enough to what my family was. So I'm like, Germans, they should be into beer, right? Like that's my understanding is it's a beer
Yeah.
culture. I'm not forcing it on you. I'm just saying that's my understanding. And then I go to Scotland. I'm like, well, that should be Scotch, right? Like Scotland is Scotch. So I'm like, which one of you motherfuckers drank me up on my dime? Because all I've got is pot. And that's North America. That plant comes from North America. So I'm like,
And
I mean, here's the truth. I was a pothead since I was 15 to my 30s. I was smoking pot. I was
never
going
cared
back to the
for
booze
the-
when I cannot afford it anymore.
I never cared for the effects of marijuana. I mean, pills, drinking, whatever was all right with me, but marijuana, I don't like the way it makes me feel.
oh, I
Well,
don't judge
I
you.
liked it
I
very
don't
much.
judge you. It's just it's my irony.
Yeah.
Well, the
And,
irony for me
and-
is everyone hears me and they see me and they think I'm stoned. They think, I have fucking
Hell
heads
yeah.
everywhere coming up and going, come smoke with me, or here's some stuff. I got some stuff for you. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't. No, I'm sober.
Yeah.
You would have more paraphernalia.
That is the
Yeah.
damnedest thing I've ever seen too. I have never seen nothing like it. Everybody offers noise their stuff. They're like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's true. It's true. I
They look at
need
me and
I
they
need
go,
to be
I bet
honest
that
here.
guy really knows how to party. That's what they're thinking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the funny thing. I did see you on chats and shows before we even talked first time, and I was always thinking to myself, okay, this dude really has good weed. I was convinced you are stoned as motherfucking fuck. I need to admit it.
It's probably because I'm from Alberta. I would have just thought you were a metalhead. So metalheads aren't necessarily potheads. More often than not, they might have a drink or two, but that doesn't mean that they're necessarily potheads.
Right.
No, not necessarily, but I was a goth chick and a metalhead and a pothead. So
I don't know
it
that
does
that's true
work.
either, so I hope I'm not stereotyping you twice.
No, there's no stereotype, but
Okay.
I need to say, many people who likes the metal also likes the weeds. But you are
Yeah,
true that most
okay.
are just drinking.
You might get call me a metalhead, but I'm very picky in what I like. It's a little here in this area, a little here in that area. I'm very particular, so it's not like, oh, I'm into all the popular metal or whatever's trending. I'm not one of those. I mean, there's a lot of it I can't fucking stand, you know. But
No,
I'm
you are
very picky.
classical. You are classical. You like the old school stuff. Your favorite is Ozzy
Pantera.
Osbourne.
That's where I probably get that stereotype because so Calgary's kind of like we're kind of a mixed crowd of people who kind of deny that we're surrounded by farmland. We have this stereotype in Canada about being the cow town, even though we're kind of like internationally the number 3 for oil. Like we do most of the offices down in my city. Or at least we used to before we got canned by Justin Trudeau. But
yeah,
because we have that mix, like you'll have some people that yes are into country, but you've got a lot of people who are into mixed different varieties of rock to metalheads to a lot of kids who got into hip hop. You know,
Well, I got into
weird
that
rap
too.
kids that you're like,
Shame on you, Jeremiah. Shame on you.
Well, I mean, I got into it when it was better
That
than
was
what
a
it is
joke.
now. Yeah, I know.
It was a joke. That was a joke.
I'm sure.
It's just kind of like that. So like if I met somebody like Noise, like I wouldn't just assume necessarily pothead. I would think some category of rock. You know, like that's why I went with metalhead.
So Lilith, I know you're like, oh, I like classic rock, but some of those bands are still making albums today.
Oh yeah.
I was not making a judgment whatsoever. I think it is kind of endearing that you like it.
no, it's a matter of perspective. You look at it as classic because you like the black metal, and you're like, oh well, this is the new stuff. Actually, it's just the different stuff. There's, as far as new stuff, there's all different types.
Yeah.
I need
most
to.
of it.
Baby
most
flies
of
are
it's crap.
attacking me.
I suppose I'm very picky in my musical tastes.
Why does the baby flies attack me now?
I mean,
They
I like
are
stuff
coming
like,
in swarms in my face.
I don't know. I like stuff like Corporal Kalani and Pantera and Black Sabbath and Alice in Chains.
Pantera, I know it's just fine, but I never really got into it.
And the baby flies are eating you, Liz.
Well, yeah, that's because it actually has a beat, and sometimes you can understand the lyrics. That's why you never got into it.
The other thing with the flies, I don't know what kind of insects you're dealing with, but sometimes when you hit them,
They are babies.
Yeah, but no, if they're a full fly, they're not a baby.
Yeah, for real.
You're also
I tried to tell her
also,
that the other day. So yeah.
you're also setting off pheromones when you kill them.
That is true.
They release pheromones, which sends a signal that they're under attack. In which case, they get together and come at you.
Yeah, that's maybe why there are more and more. The more I kill, the more come. What the fuck is this?
Also, don't assume that because they're dead that they can't still make babies, because flies are fucking weird.
I hate flies.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you like go with a cup.
Well, that's why you should send out your
we have
froggies to get
a
them.
new addition. We have Chef Roth.
Hello.
Hi, Chef
Hey,
Roth.
Chef
Nice to
Roth.
meet you.
Hi.
What up? What's going on, y'all?
Oh, that's nice.
We're sitting here trying to get Lilith not to kill
I haven't
herself
shaved in
with
a
Ray
minute, but
because
I
she's
can
trying to
know.
kill baby
Yeah, we have
flies.
everybody talking at once about
flies.
different things.
Sorry.
Nobody hearing anything. That's what we got.
Yeah.
Yeah, my phone had died, so I'm like, damn, man, I had to like charge it real quick. So my fault about that, man.
That's
No,
fine.
you're good.
That's fine. It's fine.
Nice to
What's
meet
going
you.
on, you guys? What's going on? Everything cool?
Yeah, everything's all
Not
right.
really. I'm waging a war against baby flies. They really piss me off. They're
Lily,
everywhere now.
I keep telling you, you can't. You got to do something else about the baby flies
Okay,
except
okay.
poisoning
For
yourself.
one, okay, let's say you actually managed to get rid of them. You must clean your environment. And I'm not calling you dirty, but you yourself have told me that you have a very kind of cluttered. You got to clean
Yeah,
your
but
environment.
those are empty whiskey bottles. I mean,
That's
how
where
does
they're
that
coming
So,
from.
baby
so
flies?
That's
you
where they're coming
you
for.
from
Yeah.
Alabama. Is everybody else from out of country?
I'm
I-
from
I-
Austria.
Okay, Austria. Elijah is in Alabama with me. Jeremiah, where you at?
Florida.
Florida. And
I'm
Jimsy
from
Maxie is
I'm from Canada.
Canada.
I'm Western Canada.
Yeah.
I point that
Oh,
out
well,
because
okay.
I'm trying to distance myself from Eastern
Oh
Canada.
shit! No,
See, I
Western Canada,
appreciate-
like Vancouver, like
I
Vancouver.
appreciate
Vancouver?
having
no, I'm from
people-
Alberta. I'm from Alberta.
I appreciate having
Alberta.
people here from different parts of the world because we get truly unique perspectives and stories, and it's not just an echo chamber. Then you get all types.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but I live in Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I bet you're happy there.
Yeah,
But you know what I have? You know what I have a problem getting here on panel? It's a black dude. This is a fucking black dude's like, no, fuck that, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
no, that's because you're more like Hardee's, and black dude would want you to be more like McDonald's.
What?
Even the
I
one
have
we
an idea. I have an
That makes
idea.
no
Wait,
damn sense.
I'm more of a Marlboro, and they want me to be a Newport. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
kinda. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No,
God.
it's very easy. It's very easy. I buy a camera. I show my feet on the camera, and there will be some cater. We are done. Then we have black peoples.
I
What?
no,
I don't.
my
I
my
don't
point,
understand.
my original statement was because I knew a friend who was I lived in a majority black area, okay, and me and my grandfather would go to Hardee's to eat, and I took my friend who was black to Hardee's with us, and he was the only black guy there, so.
Hey, can I set the record straight? Yo, has Jeremiah been drinking?
No,
No.
I have
he,
epilepsy.
He
Oh
has-
my god! Oh my god!
He has a lot
I'm sorry.
of physical deformities, and that's not an insult. It's just
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He
No,
was
it's fine.
cursed. He was cursed by gods that don't exist.
No, I wasn't.
Jeremiah's
no.
also he's also pretty chill. Like he's
Oh,
not gonna.
let's
He's a very base person.
No, yeah. I just I thought the entire time he's like was drunk, but like I'm
No,
very,
the
very
drunk
sorry.
person here is me.
No, I'm from the
I'm the
South.
drunk
I
person.
was born and raised in Virginia.
Oh, Lilith.
Yeah, I'm the drunk one.
Yeah, me too,
Lilith.
bro.
I'm the
Me
drunk
too.
one.
Me too.
Wait.
can't get drunk on
Let
the
me
same
check.
because
Let
I
me
do, I
check
wanna
my
go
mileage.
fishing.
Let me
Hey
check.
Jeremiah,
how much
I'm
I
very
drank
sorry.
today.
That's okay.
I had no idea. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, fam.
That's okay. I mean,
We are
I'm
not
okay
easily
and open
offended
to
here.
talk about it myself, but
Well,
Oh,
if I get-
I'm one
if I
bottle
get
of
drunk on
whiskey
stream,
and
the
a
one
third
thing
of
that
a
I
bottle
want
of
to
whiskey.
do,
one minute.
the one
I'm
thing
sorry.
I want to do if I get drunk is cook. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I get to wanting pancakes.
Look, maybe it's a southern thing. Look,
I'm gonna
both me and Elijah are in Alabama, right? Like near Mississippi, but whatever. She is way the fuck more southern than me. I'm not that southern, really.
Yeah.
Around here I stand out like a sore thumb. I don't sound like them. I don't look like them. I am not that southern, but she is rather southern.
I'm fucking
Gary.
drunk, and all I want to do is kill the baby flies. Fucking die.
Oh, good.
Guarantee you, my grandparents, my
Oh, you
father's
want to kill the
mother.
flies? Bring in some Somalis. That'll do.
I want to make a morbid joke that maybe the reason that they're surrounding you is because you've drank so much whiskey. You are now the whiskey.
Oh,
Nah, man. Out there be moonshine. Ain't it
You
moonshine?
are now the whiskey.
I've
Out
had
there in
moonshine.
Alabama,
Hey,
don't they be having moonshine?
When,
Well,
when
they
you
have
when you
moonshine in
donate,
Kentucky too.
when you donate blood to
yeah,
the
right.
doctors, you make sure
Yeah.
you charge them for that.
It's a
at
southern
least
thing.
$5 a shot.
Southern.
I used to be a massive alcoholic. I mean, like way
Just
harder than
like in
Lilith.
New York, we all love
And-
Hennessy.
And
Yeah.
you will sweat. You
I'm
will
kidding,
sweat
Lilith,
a
by the
lot
way.
of
I'm
alcohol.
kidding.
Yeah, that is true. If you drink if you drink a lot, if you're a heavy
But I'm not
alcoholic, you will
sweating.
sweat
I don't feel
alcohol.
hot at all. I don't
Yeah,
sweat.
there's still micro sweat that they pick up on.
Well, do you know that when somebody's going through the DTs real bad, a lot of people will say don't light a match or a cigarette around them?
Oh, I have an idea. I have my bloody time. Maybe that's why they're swarming at me.
Probably that too.
Oh, good Lord, that Lilith, that's too much information, Lilith.
Yeah, Lilith, it's your fault. It's all your fault.
But that'll
It's
probably
all
be
my
why, too.
fault.
It's probably
all
the
my
Yeah,
fault.
okay, and for that, I gotta put her in the shit corner.
There's the shit corner.
You shit corner.
Yeah, that's it. See, it's the shit corner.
You're a hoot, Lilith, I swear to
Oh,
God.
you ain't shit for that. That's
Now
bad
we know
funny.
why the baby flies are
Okay.
so bad.
Okay, I'm going to change my avatar to show you my birth picture. I mean, my.
Don't put the poop emoji. Don't do that. Don't do the poop emoji.
No, don't do the poop
Don't
emoji.
do it.
There you go.
Nope.
No, look,
Oh, I
see?
know that one. That's cute.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that was
me
not
at
the
1 year
first
old.
picture. 1 year already? Damn, it
Yeah.
looks like 3 or 4 years. Oh my
Yeah, I was
god, the
born-
fucking baby flies are back.
Yep.
Oh, that's my
Okay,
man Jeremiah when he
so
was youngin.
from
Yeah,
that
I was
statement that
I
Lilith
was
said,
1
you can
years
tell she
old,
never had
and it
kids.
was my second Christmas.
I'm wishing a war here. Come
Well, you're
on.
not
All
going to
right,
win the
my
war,
man.
Lilith.
My guy. How old are you?
I'm 48.
You're
I'll be
48.
I'll be 49 in April.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit, I'm 48 also.
Yeah,
You're 48 too?
yeah.
Y'all guys are some stone cold foxes. Shit.
I mean, I will be
When
40.
I
I
was
went bald
younger,
at 20. I went
when
bald
I
at
was
20,
younger,
man.
you
I'm
know,
like, damn. You guys
when
got
I
it
was
made.
younger, I was offered model jobs, but now women don't give me any looks.
That's because you're a cat
Yeah,
that
really.
noise.
Well, I'll keep
Oh,
my
you're still
34-year-old self quiet.
I'm 43.
Oh, it's good enough. I
I'm
mean,
52.
there will be people
I'm
being
happy
a
we're
bit
still being
older
on
here.
heat.
Shit,
What?
I'm older than
No.
everybody. I'm 52.
Yeah, you
What?
will be the
No,
queen.
you ain't.
Okay, we
Yes,
gotta get
I
the
am.
old one out. I mean, come on.
Come on.
There. Old one's gone.
Oh.
Nah.
Oh.
No, if that's the case, then if that's the case, if that's the case, then Lilith is 70.
Hey, that's not fair. I'm only close to 42.
Lilith is 70 years old.
Okay, so here's something
Actually,
most
I'm
people don't-
2,000 years old.
Here's something
Ah.
most people don't realize. Lilith, to our knowledge anyway, is a female.
Yep,
Mm.
she's a lady.
I've seen
Amen.
females with voice problems.
Oh,
I don't know,
whoa. Wait, Lilith's a lady?
Yeah, Lilith is a
Yeah,
lady.
I'm actually very petite and small and half Asian. It's really funny.
Oh.
I started to explain it to you. I started
You
smoking
know what?
when I was 8 years old.
I always wondered that because you were on Rhoda's
Yes, Rhoda
stream
and
one
me,
time, and I was like
Christmas.
Lilith, but like I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well,
Damn, I've been
fine.
sorry.
It
I've been
happens.
sorry all day.
At
Shit.
first, it messes with your mind a little bit. Too.
Nah, Lilith fucked me up at one point, and I'm like, oh my god.
That's why I make the occasional joke that she's got balls or something because
Yeah,
everybody's like,
it's funny.
like, yeah, bro,
Bro,
you know, and it's like, you know, so
Lilith got bigger balls than anybody in this room.
Here's the thing. It's ma'am. It's ma'am.
I know it's bigger than
she's on there
mine.
like that South Park character just sitting on some big old balls.
Yeah.
Oh, that episode
Randy.
was
It was Randy.
glorious. It was
He
Randy.
went to go smoke the weed.
Yeah,
he wanted to get
yeah.
inside the
Yeah,
dispensary,
he
but he
wanted
couldn't
to
because of his
permit,
big
and
balls.
he needs a referral for some weedy. So he made himself having the ball cancer, and he was using it like a hippie hop. It was so
I miss
glorious.
the
I
old
laughed.
stuff.
I laughed so hard.
I miss the old stuff so bad.
That's some funny
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
South Park
was
was good back in the day.
yeah. I
Okay.
grew up with it, but the newest season, I hate it. I be
It was
honest.
good
It's
times.
first
Good
season
times.
that I hate.
So since Chef Roth is new here on panel, we generally are in the mindset of we are against wokeism, if you will, and
Yes,
we are
sir.
against this, not necessarily immigration, but immigration in the way that they're doing it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what
It
are you of the
exploits
same
both.
mindset here?
I'd say illegal immigration, but yeah.
I think
Well,
it exploits too.
like Donald Trump illegal immigration, or like
Okay,
No,
let's
the
go
shit
like
that's
this.
going on for
They're
decades,
bringing them
especially in
in.
Europe.
They're bringing them in by the masses. And
Yo, you seen about
often-
that? You seen about that shit out in Venezuela?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm up to date.
So they're bringing them in by the
they-
masses, and they're paving the way for them. And a lot of them are violent criminals. Okay, if they bring in immigrants, okay, no problem, as long as they acclimate, as long as
Oh yeah.
but
They-
not
Yeah.
in masses where they're like ignoring everything, all the problems.
or
Right.
where
That's
they're being used for fraud because a lot of times the fraud doesn't go as well as you'd think. Like the Somali thing aside, we have a version of it up here that's basically like slavery for Indian people, because Tim Hortons will bring them over and our country pays for half of their wages,
Yes.
and
I know.
they get a little bit extra. A lot of those people are coming over here because they think they're getting an education. Like they have full tribes who will come together so they can get their one kid to come over to Canada so that they can get an education, and then they're sent to Tim Hortons.
Yeah, but I will
Yo,
say,
so who's
say
your prime
too-
minister?
Mark Carney, he is
Piece of crap.
he has so many businesses in the US, but he goes on about how, support Canadian businesses and all this other shit.
Oh yeah.
He's basically spent all of our money on flying back and forth to talk about all these socialist programs.
He's fake.
Basically, we're funneling in people that we don't have the infrastructure. I'm going to be real. Like if you don't have,
Oh, so they're
gun-
doing the same shit that they're doing in Venezuela.
so
Yeah.
I do want to
Coming
say
from out
to
here.
it's
I do want to say to Chef Roth here, don't be afraid to
Sorry.
disagree. We don't want just a pure echo chamber. We
Right.
be honest.
So I'll be real. Some people do okay, and then some people don't, because some people don't know how to function in our society. Some people get lost. If they're doing that in the U.S., okay, they might get away with that because you when I watch videos of people in Florida or in the southern states, you can get away with that. You try that up here, and people freeze to death. It's a real thing. Like we used to have issues with our cops and our natives because they would do a drive-in dump and people would die because it gets so cold up here. So when they're like, oh, we have infrastructure, well, no, they're putting them up into shit hotels that are kind of really shit hotels, or places where you wouldn't really put a human into, and they don't do well. And when they don't do well here, they go back down south.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
here in America, in most cases anyway, they are just paving the way for them. They're giving them a free phone, a free food stamp card, putting them up in rather fancy places. They're just paving the way for a good many of them.
It's just stuff
Way
where
worse. Seriously, guys, it's way worse in Europe, and it's been so for decades.
Oh yeah.
it's just being done in such a way where you're like, okay, even if you were doing this in good faith, you're not handling it very well. Like if you were
Right.
claiming that as good faith, you're failing. People would resent you. I would resent you if you did that to me. And then two, it's at our expense. It is at our expense, and we're not okay with that. We're not okay with being gaslit with like, oh, well, you don't like brown people. I'm like, I don't like people taking so many jobs that we can't function, and then also you're kind of screwing them over at the same time because
Right.
they're expecting to have a doctor be sent home. What you're sending home is somebody who could barely speak English.
Yeah.
So I don't understand where they think they're coming from.
Yeah,
But
people
it's
need to finally accept reality and nature and things.
Well,
And
that's their thing, is that they're not accepting reality and they're living in a fantasy world, because they think that this stuff is going to work in real life, and it's not fair to anybody who isn't, thinking this way.
yeah, the people who pay the price are the ones who are least deserving about the
Yeah.
situations and these choices they will make. That's why I would call every kind of leader in the Western world at the moment, most of them at least, to a certain degree, traitors.
Mhm.
Because
Right.
without those traitors, there would not be invaders in the first place. And we are being invaded
Yeah.
for decades, and every fucking social structure in Europe is breaking down, even the ones who were well
Yeah.
made.
So these officials, they're all like, "Oh, acceptance and blah blah blah." They know what they're doing. They
Yeah.
absolutely
They
know
do.
what they're doing.
They do.
Well, the thing
They're
about it
traitors.
is the immigration issue is a problem all over the United States,
Yeah.
but it's not. I want to say it's not that big of a problem in the southern states.
It's less. There are southern states that also do it, but there's not as much that's happening in the rest of America.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
Because
I got a lot of
they'll
people
get
here
they'll
in
get put.
Florida that are
The
don't
states are
speak
different.
English or anything. That's
Well,
like,
the thing is if
yeah.
the immigrants are put here in Alabama and Mississippi,
oh,
it's
scared
like
them off.
Oops.
the heat
Sorry.
alone, they cannot deal with it.
Can I
And they
ask?
put
Can
them
I
like
ask a
in these
serious,
places and
simple
stuff like
question
that.
to everyone on panel here? Why the fuck ever would you import people from third world countries in the first place? Why needs to be there an immigration in the first place?
Well,
Why is that a thing in the first place?
Well,
What net positive
some
do
say
they
they're
give?
saving them from their war-torn countries or their,
Yeah.
dictatorship countries. That's what some will say.
Yeah, but
it used to
why
be,
would they then be here and bring the shit here?
Well, the
For
idea is to
example,
assimilate, is to not be what you are in your country, but be what you are in our country. Because you're not supposed to be a dictator in your own home here. You're supposed to be, you know,
yeah, that's on paper what you think it is, but then you see those Schwammer people
yeah.
escaping
I'm saying it's supposed
their
to be
lovely
like that. I
world,
didn't say they
but
do it.
then they come here wearing
Yeah.
still the hijab and looking
Right.
down on native women and calling them whores for not wearing the hijab. But
Right.
they are so poor, escaping this regime, and now you finally could take this shit off. But no, 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 no. That's not what we do. For fucking 3 or more decades, you bring this shit here and trying to force it on the people there. So what it is actually happening? Escapism for a better world, or is it just an invasion? I would say it is an invasion because that it
Well,
is.
okay, it in a sense it's a slow invasion, but it's not so much them invading as our leaders bringing them in to take our place.
Yeah,
Especially 4 years ago.
I would actually claim that the traders are worse than the invaders because the
Yeah.
invaders state this in the first place, and the government, the rulers, should be able to defend,
It,
and
Well,
they
that's what
will
they're
not.
supposed to do.
it's
We're
also
supposed to follow
They do
our
the opposite.
laws.
They
it's
do the opposite.
also that's why I'm watching the Tim Waltz thing like a hawk, because
Oh, yeah.
I do not want them to let him, like, yes, I know he's not running again, fair enough. I don't want them to let him walk, because the problem is we're
Yeah,
not
he needs to be
holding
locked up.
there.
Yeah.
Yes, he does, and that's what I
Well,
want to see happen, at least
Yeah,
legally.
me too.
They'll
You're
they'll,
not.
they'll
You're not the
never
only
arrest
one,
them.
Jen.
They'll
I
never
know.
arrest him. He's in a cool kids club, if you will, right? They'll never arrest him. Yeah, we'd all love to see it, but it's never gonna
I
fucking happen.
was.
No, I would love to see that Temple Tim changes his title to as fuck Tim because he gets railed in the jail. That would be really nice to see because that's
Yeah.
what he's deserving. And then I'm looking from the outside in. I'm
Right.
fucking sitting here in the middle of Europe looking at this shit, and this motherfucker needs to go to jail for real, for real.
Mhm.
And he is
Well,
attempting, but he
that's why
needs
we have
nothing
a.
else up his ass.
That's why our country has a different definition for the people who come here as immigrants versus someone who comes here illegally as an illegal alien. You know, and people are saying it's a misdemeanor instead of what it is, and it's against the law. You know.
Well, it's a simple fact. You are actually a criminal if you enter the country illegally. But
Right.
furthermore, I'm at this point in my life, after living on this godforsaken planet for 40 years, that I would even claim that you need to get rid of legal immigrants that are not trying to assimilate, making
Well,
parallel
if
societies
they're not
in your
assimilating, then they're
country.
not
They are
legally
taking over
immigrated here.
districts. You have no-go districts in big cities in Europe. You cannot go there. Not even the police go there. There is Sharia law. They taking over. Fuck those guys. Get them all
Well,
out.
that's
Illegal
why
or
I think
legal, I don't
we
care.
should.
If they are acting like this, they have no place here. Either you
I get
are
that.
adapting
Yeah.
to the values of this country, and we have no issue with you, no matter the creed, no matter the religion, no matter the color. But if you are trying to take over and bring your shit here and invading and conquering us,
Right.
you are an enemy and you need to be dealt with.
I'm eager to see what happens with the Venezuela thing too, because what I saw from their people, because they were so happy to see it
Yeah,
happen,
they
and
were
I
celebrating.
and no, I don't think it's going to be an overnight thing. I could see a lot of them moving home. I could see a lot of them
Yeah.
moving home.
They are
And
already appointing another leader, and that new
Yeah.
leader is demanding the America to give him back. Okay.
no. She was the vice president, and
Yeah,
she since then after saying that she's working with the president, our president
Okay.
now.
Okay.
So
But my concern is they are allied with China and Russia. If this
and
well,
Iran.
if this
yeah, and
escalates,
Iran, but they're that's why we took care of the
I
president.
get Iran, but the two names I brought up is because they are a much bigger threat.
Yeah, they
Oh
are
yeah,
much
I get
stronger.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Russia and China has actual power.
right.
I'm so sad for China. They have such a rich history. Before the communism took them over, they were
Yeah,
actually a very, very interesting culture. And now they
yeah.
are ruled by the CCP, which is really pathetic. And
You
those
know,
baby guys really pissing me off because no matter how
if
much
you
you tell them,
think
they're
about it, if you think about it, China is where we get the stuff for the fireworks and everything. You know, for you know,
yeah, most people don't understand. For decades, most things were produced in China.
right.
Everyone was just playing nice with them, using them for cheap labor, and they used their
Yeah.
citizens for cheap labor.
But
There
no,
was
I'm saying they invented some things like
Well, the
fireworks and
thing
stuff
is
came
the
from
whole
China.
okay, you were very right about that. Remember it. It was Leonardo da Vinci in what was it? In the early Renaissance time when
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I
he
forget.
used the gunpowder for
Yeah.
guns.
Right.
Meaning that Westerners actually made a better use of the gunpowder. But here's the thing: you are totally right. Even before Christ was born, Chinese people already did landmines and fireworks with
Yeah.
gunpowder. They figured that shit out like millennia
one
before.
thing to remember is that if things go south with Venezuela, we're going to
Oh,
be in the
I
shit
can't hear you.
because all those people are going to be against us and all that kind of shit. War would break
The
out.
USA is strong
Yeah.
enough. No,
Well,
no, you don't
Wait,
need
look,
to be scared of
no. The
stuff.
USA likes to yell loudly that they're the most powerful force in the world. They are not. They're not.
no, because half their shit comes from China.
Yeah, there's the issue with the dependency on China production, of course.
You
But
also
the
gotta look
supply
at
lines of the U.S. bases
you
are good.
also got to look at today's generation. The
Yeah,
men
okay.
aren't men anymore.
Oh, that's very
Yeah,
true.
we're not the strongest nation anymore. I mean, and then you look at you look at China.
We
The
lost
sheer
their
number,
mind.
the sheer number from China. You know, I mean, yeah, I would say we're not definitely not the strongest anymore.
Oh no,
No.
that quit being true a long time ago.
Shin
When
Shan, show me your butt. There will be Shin Shan. Yeah, he knows. Of course, he knows. There will be butt. If
where
there is
did
Shin Shan, there
Sephiroth
will be
go?
butt. I don't know.
He
I
did
don't
go
know
a
what
while
happened
ago.
to him.
Yeah,
Blame
he
it on
did.
Lilith. It's fine. Blame it on me. It's my fault. It always will be my fault anyway.
We kind of went into the immigration thing. I don't know if it was just too much for.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
well,
did see he was talking to someone where he's at. So who knows?
yeah. Well, I just
Yeah.
don't want to offend anybody too much.
He
you know.
hangs
Yeah.
out with Rhoda though. I could see him being, if he's talking.
If
to
they're
another person.
offended, it's not my fucking problem. I mean,
Yeah.
I can
Right.
have a difference of opinion with somebody and not be like, "Oh my god, I'm offended."
Well, yeah,
that,
I
that
know
was,
that.
that was actually, I'm with Noise. If you are offended, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
True. Well, I think you must have had some technical issues or something.
Yeah,
He might have.
Yeah,
I-
or it was a conversation with another
Hopefully
person.
so.
I haven't seen him on the comment section either. So
Yeah, it was probably a technical issue.
right.
Could have been anything.
Hopefully so. I had a good impression, a good first impression.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
not?
he's been pretty chill. I just I try not to. It's
It's
an
always
important-
hard.
It's an important conversation. Like it's
Yeah.
it's
It
one
is.
that I wish the left wouldn't make about race, because it's not about
Buzzwords.
race. It's not about race at this point. You
No.
know, it is about economics.
Reality.
Like reality and
Space.
economics.
Oh, economics is
When-
a very good word. I would
when you bring
choose the
something
word
up
reality.
and it becomes our side versus their side, which I don't like to look at it like that, but they make it that way. They always do.
Yeah.
Everybody does. Well, the moment instead of you're just talking with them, it's like, this is what I believe and here's why I believe it. And if you can't return with the same, here's what I believe and here's why I believe it. Instead, they come back with shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, you have a brain in there. Let's just communicate like adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And-
the
That
and
is a
it-
lost art.
And
No,
they call us a
gone are
cult,
the days.
but if you
Gone
think
are
about it,
days
they're the
when
one
people can
repeating
have
things.
a civil discourse
Yeah.
with each other and not get offended. You can
I
have
don't-
differences of opinion without being offended.
I don't represent the right or the left. I'm my
Right.
own creation, which is
Yeah.
all kinds of mixed up.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you very much. Because
I
I'm
don't-
actually non-political. I'm
Right.
not either on the right or the left side, or even in the center. I'm actually non-political in the first place. I will have my opinions, but I will not choose sides. I will just acknowledge what
Well-
is actually happening. I will look at the reality of things, and the reality is, for example, Trump capturing this motherfucking tyrant from Venezuela was actually a good move.
Well,
Right.
I'll say
And
something.
I will
that-
not be a Trump glazer. It's just a good
I'll-
move.
I'll say something most people won't say because they've been programmed not to say it because they're afraid to say it. There should be such thing as justified racism. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying an ultimate, a universal racism. I'm not saying hate all that
Right.
race. But it's like, well, we have a problem with this race and so many of them are doing this.
Right.
That's going to be associated with that race. No, you're going to
Yeah.
know it's not all of them. But if it's so many that it becomes a thing, that then becomes a justified racism.
No, well, I would
Yeah.
call it more than pattern recognition and danger assessment.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely is that. But they call it racism, right? And
Yeah, because they don't live in
gotcha.
reality.
That's a
Right.
gotcha racism. But wait, it's like you should go, whoa. Yeah, they're sometimes there's stereotypes, and sometimes there's justified stereotypes that can be
Right.
applied to any bit of logic. There's this, and then there's a justified this.
Right.
Yeah, very true. So,
Makes
but
sense.
what
Yeah.
what it is expected of me is that I will be not racist and be like Citruska and just sitting down and getting stabbed in the neck by a mentally ill black man because I'm just white and Asian. Okay, yeah,
Okay, so
that's not gonna happen for me
it's like
because
this.
I will be like you said, kind of racist, and I will see those. I will look at him
So
when
yeah,
I entered the bus, and I will get as far away from him
so
as I can.
okay,
Not
so
because I'm
if
racist, because I'm scared.
if there's a snake with a distinct pattern, and 7 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 are venomous and will kill you, guess what you're gonna do? But then when you're talking about humans, oh no, you can't do
Yeah.
that. That's fucking
Well,
stupid.
well,
It
noise.
is.
I
It
gotta
gets
say,
so.
noise. At least, you gotta remember that also the term prejudice, because you can be prejudiced about something and not be racist. You know.
Yeah, those terms are different.
Yeah.
Those terms have become interchangeable to the modern people.
That is true.
Yeah. But that's why we have to. I mean, we gotta think of it and gotta use them correctly and tell people that this is how it's supposed to be done. I've
Well,
seen videos saying
I
so.
agree,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I know they can't be logicked with.
True, you
can't
Well,
can't.
be.
usually, I mean,
Here's the funny thing, Jeremiah. There is no way it should be done. There's no way that is
well, I
working.
mean, it has to
Dawn
be
of time
done
and
either
humanity.
by us or by the teachers, and the teachers ain't going to do shit about this. Okay, so
There are ways you can do it better, but the way it needs to be done, the way that it works, was not invented yet, as we wouldn't
right.
be in this shithole of a world that we are always
Well,
in
you get what
and
I'm
always will
saying.
be. So yeah, but I get what you're saying. Going back to an actual um, trying to solve problems instead of enhancing them,
Right.
it is would be a nice place to start.
Well, you
So
know,
if you're a say you're a I'm not throwing dispersions here, but say you're a black person in a ghetto, you're in a very thug-like environment. You're racist. You want to
Uh
know
huh.
why? Because you're gonna recognize I'm in danger. A lot of these fuckers will kill you, and guess what they have in common? So, and that'd be black too. The person seeing this, that'd be black too. They're racist,
Yeah.
but justified because they lived it, they experienced it, they know.
well, I mean all this stuff comes from people not accepting or not wanting to accept their
Hmm.
primal natures, because even in nature, you have a pride of lions, and the hyenas are their enemies. It does not matter if
Yeah.
the hyenas one hyena is different from the rest of them or not. They're going to view those packs of animals the same, and people
Uh,
are no different.
People are even worse. I figured out something very shortly before. The reason why the human race is where it is, as the apex predator and the ruler of this world, killing every other humanoid species and ruling over everything, is because we are really good at killing. That's our strength, not our smartness, not our inventiveness, the
So
capability of fucking killing like no
this
one
whole
else could.
this whole racism thing I was running with, I'm not just applying it to black people. It can be with white people. You get these crazy fucking meth
Yeah.
heads,
Mm.
and I recognize them, and I'll recognize their race when I recognize them, just as I'll recognize their behavior and everything else. But it's pattern recognition, it's
Yeah.
association, it's natural, and guess what? It's justified.
Of course, it's justified because it's based in reality,
Hmm.
pattern recognition, consequences that are real. I mean, you can just play the white knight or whatever you want to call it, or the progressive one, and just ignore the facts, yeah, then you will end up burned on the sub train, or stepped in the neck on the bus because you understood not the reality of things, which is very sad. And why are there more baby flies even now more than before? I don't understand it. I'm getting swamped ever harder. I killed so many of them, and now there are more. This is so annoying. I hate those baby flies.
Where's your
I want to
froggies?
hide in the nest.
Where's your froggies?
What the use of what?
Frog. A
You
frog
have
leg.
Oh, the
reptile.
froggies. Yeah, I do have a snapping turtle. Yes, I do have a snake. Yes, I do have two froggies. Yes, but those motherfuckers will not help me with them. I mean, I'm sure they ate some of them, but here's the thing. I'm sitting in the dark, and the only light source is the screen in front of me. That's why the motherfuckers are always with my face.
Well,
Ugh. When it's daytime, they not bug me as much. But when it's nighttime, and the only light source is my screen, they're just flying around in front of my face. Those motherfucking
well,
baby flies.
well, that makes me think
Everywhere.
of the zapper type of things that they're attracted to it because it's lighting up the area, and they want to go into it, and they get zapped. So maybe you
Yeah,
should.
I need, but here's the thing. That's an American thing. I was trying to buy something like that. I was going to a shop that is should have this. It's a shop for building your home where it has anything from screws to wood to
Hardware
Right.
store.
yeah, a
But
hardware store. Yes, I was at the hardware store and I was asking for a bug zapper, and they said they don't have it.
I am about
Well,
to wrap up this stream. I don't want to keep everybody on here too many hours.
Yeah.
So I suppose we'll start. And I don't know how many are present right now, but we'll start over with Elijah, and I'll ask if you have any final words of the night or promotions.
Well, I just wanted to say that I will be on noise pollution Monday and Thursdays, so 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, every other time zone. Do your own conversions because I'm not about to sit here and do the math. And I don't really have anything else planned this week other than to do the show with noise. So that's what I say.
And so, Gen T Maxi, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
Tomorrow I probably will do a stream on Rumble. I've been playing an art. It's a casual game. My chef
oh,
one. Chef version of Stardew Valley.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's a fun
okay.
game
You
series.
do have a Rumble. Okay,
I
that's good to
do.
know.
Yep. I decided like I did have something on YouTube, but I exited on YouTube like years ago. Like I used to do a little politics with a friend, and she passed away, and then I was like screw YouTube.
Yeah, really.
uh, and then I've decided that Rumble seems to be going somewhere. Like I'd like them to get there faster, but they're going somewhere,
At least they're trying, right?
and I like that I can still get away with the odd joke without the end of the
Yeah.
world happening.
Well, it's probably good that I have some restraints on YouTube. Otherwise, I'd be on here saying some shit that get me in deep. Okay, so since comes to me, I'm first of all thank everyone for showing up, even those who showed up briefly. Yeah, you catch my show on Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, Jeremiah. Now,
Okay, I I'm still trying to figure out my hardware stuff. I think I ordered some new HDMI thing, and but I still have to figure out on Linux and everything. But when I stream, I'll be streaming. I'll be streaming Metroid. Uh, I think is last game I was playing, and you know, I try to upload videos of music in my collection too. So try for that. You know.
Yeah, to everyone out there, Jeremiah is also a musician.
Yeah, oh yeah, I play guitar, sing, and yodel. Yeah.
Makes the yodels.
Okay, now Lilith.
Well, of course, I will be always an honored guest on Noise's show on Mondays and Thursdays. Roland and me trying to kick off a new show, which is his, where I'm a co-host. At the moment, it's on hold, but there will be new episodes soon. For myself, the only thing I do is AI music posted on my Rumble. But here's the thing: I always say, yeah, just don't give a fuck. But I'm actually getting good at it. Like I did some really good songs. It is AI music. I'm not getting anything out of it, and who the fuck cares? But I like to share it because some of those songs are actually starting to turn out really good. I'm really getting good at this shit, and
Yeah, it's
and
kind of
I
like
have, I have
when you
that library.
It's kind of like when you have sex with a computer and you want to show everybody your offspring.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yes. Because ChatGPT and Suno and Sora, we make a good team because they do what I want because I trained them because I use those programs for a year now, and nowadays they actually do what I like most of the time, and the songs are getting more as I intended them, and furthermore often I do write the lyrics myself. Not always. Often I do use a ChatGPT blueprint and just change the bullshit because I'm just lazy. But at times I will actually write own lyrics. For example, the old God's egg in the cave I wrote myself. It's an H.P. Lovecraftian song that is 6 minutes long, and it tells a story, and I personally think it's very well done. But yeah, no, everyone just check my music out on their own leisure. It's just on my Rumble with the same name, Lilith. I mean, it's not that hard to find. I don't have a link. I'm sorry. I'm not prepared for that. But yeah, that's what I have going on.
Okay, so as usual, I'll say my usual, right? When you're searching around looking for something to watch, multiple people are alive, I'll have this scrawny bitch say it so I don't have to.
Me! Choose me! Love me!
That word gets me every time.
I'm gonna start the raid process on Rumble, so for anyone viewing on Rumble, they may get redirected.
Okay, I'm on the Rumble.
Me too.
Okay, so
oh, we rate anime. That's nice. I like Mind Shark.
Oh, anime. I saw Anime Night was live on YouTube as well. So you want?
Okay, so everybody out there, keep bringing the noise because somebody's got to. Somebody's got to. And everybody here, we've been doing it. We're gonna keep doing it for as long as we can get away with it. And we're out. Later, everyone.
Later, guys.
Your feelings can fuck off, you non-binary bitch. Telling everyone we're wrong while you sexualize kids. Keep your pronouns in your pants, this ain't the time or place. Unless you think you can dance, I'll punch that confused face. My pronoun is pimp.